If you like the sound of live board gaming action, we go live every single week on twitch.tv/nerdsofthewest. So head over there, chuck us a follow, come say hi. It's a great time. We will see you there. Welcome to our final stream for the year. My name is Tom.
I'm Reese.
I'm Chris.
I'm Beck. I'm Bree, although somebody last night told me that we should have our unofficial name tags.
Unofficial name tags?
Yeah, I would
You
be
are
girl.
Oh,
You're the only one with an unofficial
No,
name tag.
they had other ones. What does that
Smoothie
make
Boy,
me?
for example.
Yeah, Smoothie Boy.
Yeah.
Girl.
Girl.
Stratagem.
That's true. Yeah.
Fuck.
They had other ones.
Yeah, that.
Thanks.
It's just with like 16 Y's in it.
Yeah. It's just Reese spelled R-E-E-C-E.
Yeah.
And then, Canadian.
Yeah,
Just
That's
kidding.
racist.
No, because they said that it was actually moron, I think. 'Cause
Most likely.
he was talking about like doing a New Year's gathering thing with the
Call me
nerds.
Sugar Baby.
Sugar Baby. That's a good one.
Isn't Tom just the cheater?
The cheater.
Also true. Anyway,
I'm not gonna lie,
today.
I'm actually kind of pissed that
That you
I'm
don't-
Canadian.
Sorry.
That's just
not
Reese making
girl.
things up.
Oh, right. You want it to be girl
There is
as
only
well.
one girl here,
No,
apparently.
that's just her name, not
Yeah.
her role. I don't know. Anyway, today, this is our
Girl,
final stream
girl
for the
1,
year.
girl 2.
Right.
We are going over, ignoring them, our ranking list. This is every single game that we played this year together, either on stream or on video, or a couple off, because we play games together sometimes.
Can we place bets on the board?
What you do on Sportsbet is up to you.
Yeah, unfortunately not. Unfortunately, channel point ranking betting thing only works with 2 outcomes, which is not great. One of the biggest requests that they have is that they up that. So, I am going to ask right now, everyone here, and feel free to throw in your input in chat, what you think the #1 game is. Now, before I say that, I'm going to say how we organized this. I gave everyone a spreadsheet and got them to rank each of the games from 1 being the lowest and 65 being the highest.
Yep.
So then I could add them all up and average it, so the higher number would have the highest score. Now, the reason I did it that way was so I could give the top 10 games bonus points and the bottom 10 games negative points. So if they ranked the game as 65, it would actually score 75. If they ranked it as the bottom game instead of 1, it would be 0.1. Thereby, when things get averaged, it gets lowered down, higher up. So given that, games that were more likely to be ranked higher would be pushed up much higher, and games that were kind of average would still stick in the average. So, I'm going to start with Reese.
Having had Tom just explain that, I still don't understand how it works.
I don't get it, but
Maths.
as long as it makes sense to you, man.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
That's
But also,
like everything
but also,
that comes out of
is
Tom's
this maybe
mouth,
not
though.
the way that Tom ultimately cheats in 2020? Is that he
Yeah.
just makes sure his favorite game is up at the top?
that would be
Galaxy
oh,
knock
trust
us
me.
all the way to the top.
My #1 is a very interesting take on this board. So
Interesting.
We'll wait and see.
I think there's going to be some spicy takes today.
So, Reese, what do you think is going to be #1 after all the maths is done?
Look, I'm just going to go with the normal taco cat goat cheese pizza. I think that's going to be #1. That's the game that we've like actually cracked out the most on the list. Next to Skull, right? And, like,
Yes, go.
Skull was only because we didn't know Taco Cat existed.
That is
Pretty
true.
accurate.
Yeah.
And now?
But yeah, that's my #1.
Chris?
Kai guesses
we should also say
Guildmaster.
Lachlan and Billy have both put their inputs in. Unfortunately, they can't be here today, so
They suck.
Billy misses out on getting his present, and because we're doing Secret Santa, that's the other thing we're doing today. We've all got
That's
presents.
what all this is.
That's all. Look at it play. But fortunately, Billy had Lachlan for Secret Santa, so that works out really well.
Spoilers.
Wow.
Spoilers! Everyone else knew.
Oh, no.
But Billy
Well, that
has,
means I don't have Lachlan.
Billy has given his
Wait.
comments on
I had Lachlan.
the list, so you'll be hearing input from Billy, even though he's not here. Onwards, Chris, what do you think is going to be #1?
You know, it's tough. I think it was a good call with Taco Cat, but
I'm just taking that away.
just so that I can pick something like different, it might be frickin' Dune, right? I don't know. Like it was at the top of the list before, alongside with a couple of other games which were unanimously enjoyed, and I don't know, the people who played it seem to really enjoy it. Probably wrong.
Interesting.
I
Gigastorm?
disliked Dune.
Oh, okay, all right. Well, then I'm definitely wrong. A game pretty much has to resound
Kai.
across the whole group.
Bye, Kai. Thank you for your input. Kai said Guildmaster #1.
Yeah.
That good, was it?
I loved that game. I think that was like 2 or 3 on my list.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it may have been 2. Yeah.
Deck?
I wish I had printed off my list and had it in front of me.
I can pull it up.
Yeah.
Like, I'm saying Scythe, just because of everyone who's played it, they all said that they really liked it. So I feel like it's gonna, like, if it's not number 1, it's definitely gonna be up the top. But I never played it, so I wouldn't be able to say for certain. So
That was another one that was right up there with what I said. And, like, those who played, like you said, is really, really good.
well,
but
for
it
the
might
longest
not.
time on the original board, I don't know if anyone can remember, but it was like Dude and Scythe up the top,
Yeah.
sharing the number 1 slot. But it wasn't until you guys played Guildmaster that you actually put it above that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting.
Bree didn't get to play many games with us this year, had a bit of a crazy one, but out of everything you did and everything you saw us talking about, what's your number? Guess for number 1, not your number 1, so you got that.
I also think maybe Taco Cat, because I'm trying to think what else was up there.
Skull was really high.
Skull was really high.
It's because Skull's just one of
But-
the games you smack up.
Yeah,
I feel like
exactly.
Taco Cat was above Skull. So I'm gonna go with Taco Cat as
Taco
well.
Cat?
Yeah.
That is a really good
As
pick.
someone who reorganized the board, I can tell you Taco Cat was in fact above Skull.
You're all wrong. It was definitely Superstar Showdown.
Yeah.
I actually don't know if Superstar Showdown's actually on the list.
It
No.
wasn't.
Might have been missed.
No. Yeah.
It wasn't included on our ranking list, which I didn't realize
Yep.
until I was
There
making
are-
sure we
Until
had
this-
Are
tickets.
also 2 games on the list that I forgot to add to the rankings, but I'm fairly sure they're going to be somewhere middle down the bottom, so it's not.
It's fine. We'll add
Well,
them to next
WWE
year's
Showdown
list.
was one
Yeah, I
of them.
think we could add them to next year's list because I didn't even really get to play WWE Superstar Showdown.
No,
and
exactly.
I really enjoyed it.
But without further ado, we're going to jump straight into it. We're going to rank probably half the list, then do Secret Santa, let us all cool down. We're going to be throwing out thoughts, throwing out ideas. This isn't necessarily a completely locked off list. If we think some things are pretty equal, I'll happily put them next to each other. If something is way down low and we can come up with a good reason for it not to, at the end of the day, I will have the final say because I have the maths, but I'm open to suggestions and talk and banter and everything.
Cool.
Didn't
So I'm going to
realize
jump
we
off
were in
camera and go and
dictatorship.
operate. Oh, you should by now.
Dig Tom to ship.
We're in a dictatorship,
TikTok.
but I don't think Tom's the one in charge.
Tom's the pilot of this ship, and if he wants to drive it straight into the ground, that's
Lachlan's
his
the
prerogative.
Illuminati. pulling
Yeah.
the strings in the background.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm going to jump off because I've got to be behind the computer
Good.
to see all the spreadsheets.
Get
but
outta
I will still have a
here.
microphone to talk into and control of everything. So suck it.
Lachlan's actually here,
Bye-bye,
but he's pulling the
Tom.
strings from behind
Yeah.
the computer.
Turns out Tom's just a puppet.
Hello,
Yeah.
Illuminati,
That's
Lachlan.
pretty accurate. I feel like most
marionette.
of the time it's just us, like Tom going, I got an idea, and everybody else going, no.
right.
No.
And then we
Sometimes
do it
Tom has
anyway,
good
and
idea.
it turns out getting like 8,000 views on YouTube's good.
Being the #1 video when you search board games.
Hell
Just
yeah.
casually good.
Hey
That's
guys,
so
go
good.
check out our YouTube channel and subscribe if you haven't already.
Yeah. Also, check out our best of 2020 video. It's been quite popular lately.
Yeah.
I think that's our best video that we've ever made in terms of metrics.
Right, in terms of metrics, for sure, I am still super partial to our Santorini New York video. I think in terms of
Oh,
gameplay,
Yeah.
that video was really good.
That's because you
Yeah.
made it pretty.
Tom does a lot of good work.
Eh.
So,
And yet he can't
Tom
figure
deserves
out
some
the difference
recognition.
between a square and a rectangle.
what's a
He's a rectangle.
yeah. Good save. Good save. All right, so shall we guess what?
Don't forget
the
to
bottom...
ring-a-ling the ding-a-ling.
So we've all
There.
spaced out.
Ring-a-ling the ding-a-ling. So,
We've all placed our bets. Does anyone want to change their answer?
no, I'm pretty
Right,
confident.
Taka
with
Cat,
mine.
Taka Cat. I did say June, but now that you brought up Scythe, I think maybe you might be right. Those two were hot contenders.
Basically, it's just because of all the games that were at the top of the list, I didn't play a lot of them.
Mm-hmm.
So I
Can't
didn't
get a
know
good-
I didn't know how people were going to rank them because I wasn't here for them to be
Big
played.
mood.
Yeah, that's fair
Big
enough.
mood.
So because I don't know what people sort of feels about them were, it's hard for me to go, I honestly think Reese might be right in that it's Taco Cat because I know the only person that might rank it lowly is Billy.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
I have some interesting thoughts when it comes to like June and Scythe when we get to there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll talk about it when we get to there. But like, yeah.
Okay,
So
well,
I
before...
discovered a thing today or yesterday. Taco Cat has a Christmas version.
Oh, does it really? Why do we not own
reindeers
that?
and
Well, there we go,
You're already
2020.
telling us this now?
I only
Yeah,
discovered
what?
it yesterday.
Where
That's
did you
crazy,
discover
actually.
And
it?
you
On
didn't
social
message us
media.
yesterday.
I had
Well, that's like Animals Upon Animals has a Christmas version
Yeah.
as well.
Oh, bless.
Actually, I really
Yeah.
wanted to pick that up, but couldn't see it anywhere.
Yeah.
Before we move on, we've made our bets for what we think will be at the top of the list. What about your personal favorite game? Or do we not
Oh,
want to
that's
spoil
easy
that?
for me.
Should we go around and say our
I
personal
mean, I can
favorite
just
game?
pull it up. I got the numbers here, but
All right, Tom,
what
yell
did
them
you
out. and
what
we'll-
did you all rank as number one? You can say it yourself. That's fine.
I can't remember. I like that many games.
I also can't remember.
I
I'm
had like
pretty sure
8
mine
that I
was Taco
really
Cat.
enjoyed.
Chris, I can say you ranked Scythe as your number one.
Okay.
Yeah,
Interesting.
it's a very, very complex and cerebral game, and those are the kinds of games that I enjoy. And that's why I thought that Scythe and Dune were ranked very highly, even though they were quite complex, as opposed to something like Taco Cat, which is a fantastic game, but it's certainly not a cerebral game.
That
So,
was my
like,
issue.
when it comes to like longevity of the game, right? I could play Scythe probably way more times, like in a proper sort of setting than Taco Cat. That's the kind of game that I would whip out, play a couple of times with a few guys at a party, and
So
then
you
put
say
it back in the
that,
box.
but your number 2 game was Atmosphere.
Yes, that's true, and I'm a dirty gun. The Atmosphere was so much fun, and like again, I probably couldn't play that game more than a few times in a row, but the one time I played it, it was the most fun I've had. So actually, that's
Sorry, situated curve. Is that legit?
It's Santa, Cookie, Elf, Candy, Snowman.
yeah.
Yeah.
Is
Yes.
Is
No,
that
that's what I
legit?
looked.
It's
I told you.
Let's not yell. It's Christmas, guys. Let's not yell.
That's amazing. All right. Anyway, Reese, what did you rank as your number one?
I think it was Taco Cat.
I can tell you if you did in fact rank
Yeah,
Taco
yeah.
Cat as number
So
one.
Taco
This is like an
Cat
episode
number
of
one,
Maury.
Guildmaster number
That is
2.
correct.
Bree also put Taco Cat as number one.
Yeah.
Oh, it's hot.
I completely biased. I don't think it's the best game, but it's my favorite game.
Did
and
you
I play
put
it every
Battlestar?
time. Battlestar number one.
Yeah.
I put BSG quite high, actually.
We'll come to BSG later. It's
Yeah.
going to be an interesting one. Beck, what did you put as number one?
Quacks of Quedlinburg.
Hey, good
Because
choice.
not
Good
only
choice.
it's a level playing field kind of game, because yeah, luck is on your side, but then you can do things that make the luck work better for you.
Yeah.
So,
I did really enjoy that game.
like, Quacks is the kind of game that if someone's like, we can play Quacks, we can play this other game you really like, I will always pick Quacks.
Yeah.
I'm disappointed I don't own it.
Quacks.
No?
So, I'm going to very quickly go through the bottom 3 games. Because each of these, after averaging scores, have a point value below 1 point.
Oh, no.
So they were consistently disliked.
Shall we go third? Least to...
I don't think it matters. I'll
to
tell you the
most
scores. So, bottom 2 were actually pretty close. With 0.33 and 0.37 points.
So, are these like cumulative or
These are
average?
games-
Average.
Average.
Yeah.
These are games we did not like.
Oh, for what it's worth, anything that someone didn't play, couldn't give a number for, I averaged everyone else's score and then multiplied that by 0.9, so games got a small penalty for the fact that it wasn't good enough to bring out for people to play.
Yeah.
Which made some things
What about if
interesting, but
more
we'll
than
keep
one
an eye on
people didn't play it?
it. Same thing, they all the same score.
Okay.
All right.
So
Alright.
in last place
Yep.
was Game of Ham.
Yep.
This was
Smack
I'll get
right
you to
down.
push the board up if
Actually,
we can.
Hang on,
Yeah,
let's
if
shift
we
all these
move-
down to that end.
The present.
Those are some cute cookies.
Yeah, Lockie's partner made them. I don't
you,
think I've
Lockie's
call him
partner.
Lockie in a very long
Still
time.
gonna go up a bit more if possible.
You've always said
Otherwise,
that.
just lift the game up a bit.
Thank you.
Alright, move them drinks.
Well, mine's
Bottom,
sealed
like,
on top.
right to the
There we go.
edge.
That's fine. Down a bit. Down a
Sick.
bit. Down a bit. Perfect.
Beautiful.
Love it. All right, Game of Ham, bottom game. Two different people put this as their least favorite game, and someone else put it as their second least, and everyone else was in the bottom 10.
Wow.
Well, I didn't actually play it,
Sorry.
so that was... But I also knew it
I
wasn't
never
going to get a
played
high
it.
score.
I never played it, and I think that got an NA on my ranking, or I knew it was bad enough that it still went in my bottom 10.
Sure.
There were some games on my list that I was like, I have not played this, but I've seen it played, and I know enough to rank it myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
There were a few games I gave opinions on that I didn't play.
And that's perfectly fair.
Yeah.
We're experts here. We know what
Yeah.
we're talking about.
Well, the
This
fact that I actually
is
went back
an
and
expert
watched
ranking, guys.
the entire Atmosphere stream after you guys did it
Yeah.
and laughed my fucking ass
Yeah.
off.
It was good, wasn't it?
Highlight edit of that stream coming out soon.
Yes.
Oh, let's
Yep.
go.
Anyway, second worst
Done
with
by
a
a good
score of
friend of ours.
0.377. Not quite. No one gave this their least favorite game, but once again, all in the bottom 10. But only 3 of us were actually here to play this game. We brought in a couple of friends. 1 Week Werewolf.
Ooh!
Oh,
One
Oh,
Werewolf
1
was
week.
one
Okay,
Yeah.
that's right.
Werewolf.
Didn't play
Not
that game.
One Night Werewolf.
That's right.
1 Week Werewolf.
Yeah.
It changed up
Wow,
the
did
formula a little too much and just wasn't as
The-
consistently fun.
So my
Also
thoughts.
took too long to play.
Yeah, so my thoughts on that was it just added things that didn't need to be there, and it just wasn't fun.
See, because I have a similar opinion. Because
Yeah.
the OG version of Werewolf is Chris describing out Christopia. You go to sleep, you wake up the next day, someone dies.
Yeah.
1 week, it's expanding one day into a week when really you should just go back to Christopia
Yeah.
and play it that way if you want to play a week.
I think it's
meme.
ultimately, I think my ultimate opinion was I don't know why it exists.
That's pretty much it.
Like,
One strong werewolf instead of one
weak werewolf. Jesus. Yeah, I don't know why it exists when you've already got One Night Werewolf, you've already got normal werewolf.
Ultimate Werewolf.
The only thing I can think of is maybe they're made by different companies.
One night.
Nah, it's all Bezier, I think.
Yeah, so
Interesting.
I think Ultimate was just all the expansions.
yeah.
Yeah.
Or what's
What's the difference
Freeze.
between One Night and Ultimate? I thought it was One Night Ultimate.
doesn't have, like, for example, Ultimate is everyone gets hidden identity and there's like a moderator and you actually play. It's like
Oh,
a party game where you sit around the table and each of you.
So that
Okay.
would have been Christopia.
Yes.
in Once
Yeah.
Upon
And
a
That's
one
Time.
the
and
OG.
just normal.
And then One Night Werewolf is where you've got like the 3 cards in the middle and people can like swap and change.
So Ultimate's the one
more
that
of
you
a
don't
board game.
actually need to play with.
Ultimate's, it's more of a party game, right?
Yeah,
So-
because I've played a similar one where it's
Yeah.
like you have somebody that's
Yeah,
like telling
yeah.
people
Yeah,
what they. Okay,
yeah.
okay, that's
Speaking of, so everything you're saying about adding things in, Blood on the Clock Tower is a very highly anticipated game. We were hoping to get a stream together for it in the new year, so keep your eyes peeled for that.
Yep.
Going to be a very.
I think that was the
Maybe
stream that
fit-
Moron said that we had to include our name badges.
1 week was rough to watch too. Very confusing from the outside. It
It was
100%.
confusing to play, it was confusing to watch, it was
Yeah.
confusing to understand.
And it was also, you could feel the mood in the room.
Yeah.
everyone was high from
we were
one
like
night.
werewolf, werewolf, werewolf 1 week.
Damn,
Yeah.
that bad, huh?
It was terrible.
So the game in third place was originally our worst ranked game when we first did the list, but got saved
I know what it
by
is.
a couple of people putting it up a little bit higher in their stuff. So a couple of 5th worsts, 8th worsts, Tower of Madness.
Yeah.
yeah,
It is,
yeah.
The
it is
second-
not a good game in any way, shape, or form.
The second you were like, it was at the bottom originally, I was like, it's Tower of Madness,
Yeah.
because that was on the bottom for the longest
Yeah.
time.
So anyone else here play it other than myself?
No.
I've
No, I
been
just
told,
ranked it badly anyway.
Okay,
I've
yeah,
been-
that's fine.
paint us a word picture, Reese.
All right, so you know the game Kaplunk?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it. It. Once again, it does what 1 week did, and it adds things in that don't need to be there. So it's supposed to be Call of Cthulhu meets Kaplunk. So you're pulling like
Oh, here it is.
Tentacles.
Yeah.
Right,
Oh
gotcha.
no, that's
Tentacles.
Mountain of Madness. Never mind.
it should be. It's behind.
I'm not gonna
yeah.
try harder.
Yeah, anyway.
Oh yeah, I can see it.
Yeah, so you're pulling like tentacles out of a tower, but then you have to like do investigations and like the marbles drop out and have different effects. And it's like, I only bought it for the gimmick. Because I'm a
Yeah.
huge Call of Cthulhu fan. As you can tell, I have a Cthulhu Christmas
Cthulhu,
shirt
did
on.
Cthulhu Save Christmas?
He's on the
still-
way to
he's still doing it?
saving Christmas. Yeah, I wasn't expecting anything high from it, and yet I was still disappointed.
It's a shame.
Nothing more to really say about that game. It's just it's
Yeah.
not
It
worth
was
It just-
Cthulhu Kerplunk.
I literally bought it because of the gimmick, and that's yeah.
All right, the next game actually got 2 bottom ranked votes,
Oh, I know what it is.
but one person didn't put it in their top 10. Sorry, their bottom 10.
Oh.
So that it then
was
didn't
enough.
get that negative.
Push it up.
So this got a score of 2.8, And simply because Billy ranked it as his 11th worst, it doesn't get the negative points for being in the bottom 10. D&D Vault of Dragons.
Vault 4 dragons.
Oh, okay.
Is it Vault 4? Anyway.
It says 4 on the thing.
Involving dragons.
Both myself and I believe Reese put this as our bottom ranked game. This game tried to do so much, but in the end you just did the same three things over and over again and wait for someone else to do the one big thing.
For anyone wondering what I'm doing, I'm actually looking for the games on the shelf.
Yeah.
To see where they are.
It's over there behind Betrayal.
Oh, it's hidden.
Yeah.
You put it in the naughty corner.
Just to keep it short, it's not fun. It just wasn't fun. Even with, like, particularly, like, bad board games, you know, like, Atmosphere is pretty rudimentary in what it does.
Yeah.
But
it's a
still
DVD
fun.
board game, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a DVD board game, right? But it's still fun, right? Your games should be fun, and it's like, it just, I never got that sense of fun from it, you know? And I'm like, well, at the very end of the day, your game should just be fun.
All right, I'll fix it. Can you pass me a bit of magnet tape and scissors from behind you, Reese?
It doesn't matter. We're throwing these all out at the end of the day.
All right.
We know what it is. It doesn't matter. Next game suffers from the exact same fate. Once again, got a couple of bottom 10 rankings, but only a few of us played this. And one of the people who didn't put it in their top 10 and actually rank this as their 20th worst game.
Someone liked it.
Yeah, it was you, Chris.
Oh.
Resident Evil 2.
Oh!
Interesting.
With a score of 6.63, so a decent
Have you figured
jump
out how
up
I
from
did it yet,
2
Reese?
points.
Yeah.
Once again, not that fun a game. It just wasn't interesting, wasn't a challenge, wasn't fun.
It reminded me heavily of Die Hard.
I pulled
and
all
Doom.
of these out when
It's
we first
just
got
that
here.
Die Hard and Doom
Because,
were...
sorry. I was just explaining how the things are on the board now.
Oh, okay.
She did a thing.
Resident Evil
organized
2
it.
was, like, I enjoy that kind of game, where it's like a teamwork, cooperative kind of thing, and like, I am not the biggest fan of it, so I guess I wasn't, like, hugely disappointed, sort of like Reese was, that it wasn't amazing.
But maybe that was the problem, because you're a big Resident Evil fan.
Yeah.
You're a board game fan, so it's like you liked it for the board game aspects, and you didn't like it because it was a Resident Evil game that wasn't like...
It killed my children. That's
and
Resident Evil 3 is on the way, and it looks exactly the same, and I've spent too much money to buy it.
Well, I ranked it 20th, didn't I? So, like, you know,
So
about midway down.
You didn't love it, but there were other games you hated more than it.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, and the next game had a fairly similar fate. Couple of bottom 10s, and then a couple of people ranking it middling down the bottom. Once again, actually, including Chris, but also Lachlan. Ranked this a little bit higher, but still fairly low. Dark Overlord. Is what it is, does what it does. Not super interesting, but not necessarily a bad time. Had a score of 7.4.
I hate that game. I hate it.
Why do you
Didn't
hate
rank it your bottom game, though.
It was not my bottom game because my bottom one was slightly memey. Anyway, I really strongly dislike Dark Overlord because it is a biased game. There's a reason why I don't like Cards Against Humanity anymore, and it is because it is entirely dependent on the person that you are trying to please. And I hate popularity contests.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's it. That's my piece.
I would argue that Dark Overlord isn't necessarily a game so much as an experience. You wouldn't want to play this game to win it, right? So you want to be playing this game with people who are really cool and fun and interesting and who can role play.
And I'm not good at improvisation. So
Yeah, to me it seems like just a gamification of like an improv game. Like, you know, when you're trying to do improv and like make up a situation and then try and get yourself out of it, that's what it seemed like. And we were all really high on that when I got it like,
it got pulled out a couple of times.
2 years ago, yeah. But like just as like, I think the one thing we found was there is like glaring things missing from the rulebook as well, like.
The game breaks very easily.
Yeah, you know? So...
Fair enough.
Next game, not necessarily the same problems, but just a little bit too much of what it was doing. This isn't necessarily a game on its own, with a score of 10.3 points. Exploding Kittens with all expansions.
Interesting.
With all the expansions.
Exploding Kittens on its own is also on this list, but with all expansions, it just became
Messy.
It became too much. It became messy. There wasn't like the Exploding Kittens doesn't have strategy, but there just wasn't anything for you to keep track of. It was just play a card, see what happens. There was
Like-
just a lot going on.
My work has actually started selling board games, and there are a couple of things on here that we sell. So like Taco Cat Goat Cheese Pizza, Exploding Kittens. We've also got like code names and cards against so on and so forth. I will very easily recommend Exploding Kittens to people because it is such a good game to play, and it is so easy and so simple. I do not like all expansions. It's too complicated. Like the hat and like the bunny and the like all the other little bits that they added to it to expand on it. What?
You just keep looking at me. I'm just saying, look in the camera.
Yep.
All the other bits that they added to expand on it just didn't make it a better game.
Yeah.
So
Funny to watch, but I
can
think
you
that's
also
just
do
because I was
Exploding
watching
Kittens?
people like put on hats and do stupid
Well,
shit.
each
So like
expansion
it was just
individually.
me being like, haha.
like as in like the tower hat
Yeah.
and another one for like the Spec Ops bunny and another one for Imploding Kittens because
All the expansions can be played individual of one another, but they all require.
I think he's
base
asking
game.
to rank them. They'd probably end up about where Exploding Kittens is. Each
Yeah.
expansion is decent, just not all together.
I feel the expansions just don't add. Like the only thing from the Imploding Kittens that I like was the imploding.
Yeah, where you could actually.
Oh,
build
Yeah.
it.
holy shit! Darkside, thank you so
Oh,
much.
Thank you so much, Darkside.
Oh, look at all the gift subs. Jesus.
Yo.
that's lovely.
Get some finger
like
guns
And
going.
then special emotes from that as well. Look at it go.
the only thing I liked from Imploding Kittens was the actual imploding kitten. And then the barking kittens one, I didn't even notice much of a difference except for the hat, and like the gimmick just didn't add anything to the game. So
Merry Christmas to you, Darkside. Please, anyone, you or Darkside himself, test out your new super special powers, exclamation 2 colours together, or sub your favourite colour, because someone needs to turn the lights back on.
Happy holidays to you, dude.
also, let's say hello to the new subs, Paper Waster, Plat 255, again, Red E, and
Get on ready.
Menthos.
Mentonso.
Yeah, there we go.
That's the end there.
Yep.
Anyway, we'll keep going with the list, because these are all the games that don't matter.
Brie, do you
what
have
did we
any
get up to?
thoughts so far? Is that...
Now
My
we're...
issue with the thoughts is that I haven't played a lot of these.
Okay.
I played that one. I
Yep.
didn't like it.
Yep.
I have
I don't think
not
we,
played anything else
Sure.
since then. Like,
I just felt like we were all
No,
talking, and you're
well,
like,
that's what I'm saying. Like when I watched Exploding Kittens with like the most recent video
Yeah.
that came out with the barking kittens, I was like, oh, that might make it a bit more fun. Like watching, like looking in on it, because I've only ever played the base game.
Yeah.
And when I've played with people, they get tired of it very quickly.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, some variation that might add something, but from the sounds of it, too much.
I will
variation.
say, there is fun to be had with Exploding Kittens. There is fun. It is not unfun, you know, but
Not
it's just
unfun.
not as fun as the rest.
It's not
That's
unfun.
yeah. And as we said, base Exploding Kittens is higher.
Yeah.
Even if it's next, it's still higher than
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah. So the next couple of games, we very quickly start rising up in the points. We're probably at the point now where you're hitting games that we'd probably happily play. We're just not going to pull out all the time.
Sure.
So in, I think, what, 8th place?
Yeah.
Yes. 8th place, jumping up from 10 points to 13 points, Enemy Weapon.
Oh.
Okay.
Still got a couple of, like, bottom 10s,
Yeah.
but, like, very high bottom 10s. 8th and 9th worst.
I think I didn't like this game.
Except for Chris, who rated this as his worst game.
Yeah. It was
That
not.
was the one that we had to wait. Which I played this one, I think.
Yes.
Chris,
Which one was
explain
this?
your least favorite game and explain your
Alright.
logic.
Because there was a couple that we all played at the same time,
Yeah.
around the same time, and I was like trying to separate them in my brain.
These kinds of games really rely on the novelty
Yeah.
of what they present, and they rely on the people playing them to really bring the fun about. And I don't think this game delivered. So it didn't promise much, but then it also didn't deliver on its promise. So that's why I put it at the very bottom.
This
Fair
was
enough.
the one that you had to like say that you were killing, or like you had
How,
to like
how you would
solve
defeat
a.
the enemy with the card in your hand.
Yeah.
Oh,
So,
I
yeah.
remember that game.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not awful. It is a slight twist because on the Cards Against Humanity idea, but
Yeah.
you got to come up with ideas. But yeah, still the same
Just
kind of
answer
thing.
it if you have to.
I
Next,
just realized from the top down we
Hey,
can
now, what's
see
up?
which nerds use dark Discord theme and which are wrong.
Ah, right.
Yeah, I'm on
Classic.
screen, bub. Is this an emergency? Okay, I'll call you back later. Bye.
All good, Brie?
Interruption.
She's a Generation Z, so when she calls me, it's usually an issue. So
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
like,
yeah.
Yeah.
All good. Yeah, we'll quickly move
I
to
was
the
like,
next
I was
one.
like, Tom, mute Brie.
I had to quickly figure out which one she was. Next.
am I unmuted now?
Yeah, you're
Okay.
next, someone, I think might have been Chris, no, Reese actually, gave this game a decent-ish score with a couple of other people, once again, around the bottom 10, around the bottom 15. Barmaid's
Twitch
Tale.
chat.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
yeah.
A score
that
of 13.4, so a little bit above Enemy Weapon. It's a better version of Dark Overlord.
Rewatching the episode, I remembered how much fun we actually had playing.
I like the episode. That's why I
yeah.
think I ranked it pretty like mid-tier as well. Because it just seemed,
You didn't actually rank it, Chris.
Did I not? I guess because I didn't play it, I didn't feel like I could. Yeah.
Yeah, I know I didn't rank it because I didn't play it.
Yeah. No, for some reason we put it low, or I think it just kept getting put like below
I think there were
things.
other things that just kept going.
Yeah.
Not that it's a bad game, but you just rather play other things
Yeah,
before
yeah,
you play
yeah.
that
But
one.
Well, because that's
I
how we-
rewatched the episode because I watched the episode because we were sitting on it for so long. Because we were waiting for the Kickstarter, which
Still don't think it's actually
sure.
happened, but whatever.
Rewatching it, I had a good time.
Yeah. It's a fun, decent game, but
Yeah,
nothing too crazy. A couple of people actually didn't rank this one, which I think hurt it.
yeah.
Even Billy, who did play it, didn't give it a score.
Oh, rip.
Well, he
So-
just sucks.
Who needs Billy, right?
But I think it addresses the issues that Dark Overlord had. Like
Dark Overlord was too complicated. And
Yeah,
it's just
yeah.
simplified
Trying
it.
to fix
The next
It's
game is
just
a
a-
big jump. We go from 13
Scrabble.
points to 18 points.
Wow, that's a big jump.
And this one was really surprising to me. It got hurt by one person giving it 10th worst, one person giving it 8th worst, and a few people not playing it. I put this at 40 points, so what's that? Like pretty much right in the middle,
Yeah.
or a little bit higher than middle. Unfair.
ooh,
Interesting.
Yes.
Didn't play?
Didn't
Yeah,
play.
once again, hurt by a couple of people not playing
Come on,
it.
Did
dude.
you rub it off?
He
Yeah.
did.
Do you want to
So
just
now
hand me
it's
the
just-
markers?
It's alright.
Now it's just fair.
It's fine. Like unfair was written this morning, so some are gonna get the one that's in the
whiteboard marker.
get
In
the
the
one
box.
that's in the multi-box because it's a nicer marker.
Unfair is a decent game. I'm really surprised to see it this low. I was the person who ranked it a little bit higher. Lachlan gave it low 20s. I gave it 40th. But I think
Did you want the rest of it?
Reese didn't like Unfair.
No, I didn't.
Yeah. Billy had the same comment
Can
as Reese, which is basically Funfair's a better version.
Yeah.
I think you've told me that actually, Reese.
Why did I rank it so low? I think it was because the things that it sets out to do, right? It's supposed to be like a take that game. It's supposed to be, like you're supposed to attack each other, essentially. But like the game never gives you a good enough reason to want to screw over other players. All the times that I've played it, there was really no reason to go after other players. Like a lot of the choices that it would give you.
It's supposed to be the balance mechanic to stop one person from running in the lead, but all that means is you need to use your card that could give you the lead to stop them just hurting you even more.
Yeah, and it was also the fact that you couldn't really tell how well someone was doing until the end of the game. You know, like they might have a lot of shit happening and stuff like that, but like because you've got secret objectives and stuff, there's no accurate way to tell how well someone is doing.
Yeah.
To whether to weigh up whether it's worth attacking them, and even then, attacking them may not actually affect them at the end of the day. So I think the reason I ranked it as one of my worst was because Funfair is out, and Unfair just doesn't achieve many of the goals that I think it originally set out to do.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Next game with a score of 20.3, so we're out of the bottom 10 now. This game just really, it does what it does, just what it does isn't super fun. I'd still play it again, I'm just not going to crack it out all the time. Trophies. Trophies was, we had a good time on stream. It did take a little bit too long for what it was.
Which one was trophies?
L, and you have to be like, okay, famous singer, and it's like, blah, blah, blah.
It's just a re-implementation of like categories. You got a letter, you say a thing, people shout out the answer, done. That's all it is. It's fun, it's decent, nothing special.
It's like a trivia game. I enjoy trivia games, and they're quite fun to sort of. It's sort of like Articulate, you know.
Yeah.
In a way, I love Articulate, and I guess I scored it pretty highly, but not everyone's the
Was
same.
Articulate on the list?
I don't think it was.
No.
We didn't play it, but that's the kind of game where like
You would rate it highly because you like Articulate.
yeah, it's more of a like thinking game, right?
Yeah, trophies was a game.
That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
So next, jumping up from 20 points to 25 points, but this is not quite the high. No, I'll get it. Two people still put this in their bottom 10. Someone rated this as their least favorite game, but a couple of other people gave it middling scores, and one person put it just outside their top 10, or just in their top 10, I believe, if I'm doing my maths correctly. So a little surprising to see this low in 12.
Bottom 10.
No, someone put this just in their top 10.
Oh,
I think
okay.
If I'm doing my maths, they put it ninth or
Oh,
ninth.
okay.
Probably Chris.
Oh,
No, actually,
ourselves.
I think if I'm looking at it, it is Brie.
Which doesn't really count because.
Hey, no, you're allowed to like the games you like.
No,
That's
no, but
fine.
also my list was
We
a
also
lot
don't know what the game is.
Exactly.
smaller than everybody
This-
else's list.
This is Robo Rally.
Again,
Robo
because-
Rally.
Where is
Where's Robos?
Here it
See,
is.
I actually played Robo Rally, and therefore it went on my list. Like,
That's interesting. Where did I put that on my list? I thought I
Mid.
gave it a sort of a higher score.
yeah, because I thought it was
You gave
fun.
it 40th.
Oh,
I was sad that we didn't get to finish it when I played it,
mostly
but I
sure
enjoyed it.
Robo Rally was in my bottom 10.
It was your least favorite.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought I put
You're
Battlestar
very
as
bottom.
my least favorite.
Wow.
Oh,
No, that'll-
to be mean!
No,
No.
you put Robo Rally as your least favorite, and Billy put it as his 8th least favorite.
Okay, so because this is my least favorite game, I will explain it. Because hearing that, I'm not, like, I was surprised because I thought I'd put something else super
Yeah.
bottom. Not surprised by this. I hate it. I can't explain it. Like, it's like,
This is your Istanbul.
this is my Istanbul. It's just like, you can try, and you can try, and you can try, and you will fail.
Yeah.
And there's nothing you can do about it. And also, I sat behind that computer for 3 hours while they played it, just trying to get through the first round. We eventually had to call it. And we were like,
Yeah.
no, that's it. We'll do 3 more rounds, and whoever's closest wins. And I was like, that's it. I hate this game.
But you're forgetting that it had like lasers and buzzsaws and shit.
I
It was
don't.
so fun.
I don't believe in the
Yeah.
value of novelty.
That's fair enough. Okay.
And I enjoyed okay, again, and this is where I was like a little bit hesitant about doing a list, is that I haven't played so many of these games that, okay, Robo Rally was in my top 10, but it was in my top 10 because my top 10 consists, like, my entire list, I think I only got like
20 games.
20 games. Yeah. I
Right.
got
You
so-
did forget a couple, but we forgave you for that.
I don't think I forgot any.
You forgot enemy weapon.
Eh.
Oh,
It's
that's
fine.
okay.
I
It's a
counted it,
forgettable
we'll keep
game.
moving.
But
The
yeah.
next two scored 26.66 and 26.77. So these are two very equal games.
if Doom doesn't get 66.6, I'm
You're out? You
no,
quit?
because that's a very high score.
okay.
Yeah.
This one's really interesting to me because basically people rated these two right next to each other in their lists. Apart from Bree, who split these quite a lot. Bree put one of these games as her third best game, and the other one somewhere in the middle
I
of her
know where it
list.
is.
Oh no.
But
I
both
know
of these
what
were hurt by the fact that Billy does not like these games. Sheriff First Ed and Sheriff Second Ed.
Yep.
Wow, they ended up next to each other?
Yeah.
Because
Which-
everyone put them exactly next to each
Yeah,
other.
I would
Whereas
have
That's-
That's for me,
Tom,
because I would prefer
what's
to play
first
the
and what's
first
second?
edition.
Sheriff First Ed is lower ranked.
What?
Really?
Yeah,
No.
one of them.
Third, second
I'm
Ed.
happy to put these two exactly next to each other because at the end of the day, what happened was
We might have
this
to.
is the
There's
exact
space.
Before Kai revolts.
this is the exact same game just with different art and a few extra things. So everyone ranked it exactly the same.
That's fair enough.
Okay.
I'm actually really surprised by that. I thought first edition was going to be much higher.
Yeah.
I would have thought Sheriff alone would have been much higher considering how
I heckin' love Sheriff.
I put them 19th and 20th. Lachlan put them 11th and 12th. Chris didn't split them. He gave them both the exact same score. Reese put them 34th and 35th.
So it'd be Billy.
Beck didn't rate Sheriff First Aid.
Because I've never played Sheriff First Aid.
Maybe that's it.
So
then. was a
that's
deciding
probably
factor.
what hurt it most of all, to be honest.
Yeah.
Sorry.
But they were so similar. It's sort of like
No, exactly.
it's not here nor there.
Like the
that one scored higher
changes
than the
weren't
other.
enough to really
Yeah.
rock it.
Yeah.
It was
I'm just surprised that
inconsequential.
it's the lower of the two.
Yeah.
They're the same game. It's fine. Next two, once again, basically the same score: 27.3 and 27.31.
Okay.
Rip.
And for what these games are, makes perfect sense. They're very similar in style, but this is also the highest ranked game that someone gave their least favorite score to.
Say that again.
This is the highest ranked game that someone who gave
So-
the bottom rank to.
Okay.
got.
Basically,
Okay.
so far, weve hit everyone's
Bottom game.
bottoms.
Give
Yeah.
it hate.
Which makes sense because it was Billy who gave this. He hates this game.
Oh, I know what it is.
What is it?
I was
Is
waiting
it
for Roll
Taco
to the
Cat?
Galaxy.
Okay.
Your number one.
I was so sure Billy had put Taco Cat down the bottom.
Betrayal at House on the Hill and Fallout.
So they're
Oh.
next to
Yeah,
each
they
other.
are very similar.
Yeah.
That's true.
They're basic. Yeah. Once again, happy to put these two at a tie.
We can't put anything at a
No.
tie right now
Yeah.
because there's
We
not
will-
enough
we will
space on the
reorder it.
board.
I think we ought to like future plan because like that's not going to fit all this. So maybe if
Well-
we start moving and putting things next to each other, I'll do it.
It's
Later.
fine.
I'll
How's
start
that?
reorganizing a bit. Yeah, both of these games, you walk around a map, you do some things, you get some quests, you beat some people up.
It's fun, but if you
Yeah, it's not a very
it's
complex
fun,
game.
but you can't control what happens. Basically, it's like luck of the draw.
The next game, I was kind of surprised to see this low. Once again, a kind of similar game. This got a lot of middling
meet it at
scores
that.
around. Actually, it's super average. I gave it 37. Lachlan gave it 41. Reese gave it 42. Was just hurt by the fact that Beck, once again, didn't like this game, and that's perfectly okay. So 27.56. Nemesis.
Nemesis. Oof.
Interesting.
Nemesis was
Yeah.
again one of those. That was the
That's a-
alien ship one.
Yeah.
But hey, you see, the games where it's a modular map, you're walking around discovering things all around the same place.
Yeah, they didn't score resounding.
Look,
I
look.
think isn't the rule of thumb with all of them that they're fun, but you can pull a card that destroys the game and there's nothing that you can do to come back from that.
like
It's
the
an
way.
experience, not a balance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, I'm pretty sure with Nemesis, the big reason why I wasn't a massive fan to watch or play was because Billy was like trying to like fuck with everyone.
Oh, Billy is not.
There
And it's just
are
like you
person
just
to play games.
Traitor-ish
Yeah.
mechanics.
Yeah.
If Billy has a choice to be a traitor, he will take it, even if it's going to make the game longer and more annoying for everybody
Yeah.
else.
Because he's a cunning devil.
Anyway, so I apologize, but also not really.
I do not, moron. I do not.
Aliens and ship that remind me. Do you guys know Escape from the Aliens in Outer Space? No, there are a lot of games that we've never heard of.
If you've got a
Um,
link for it, link it in our Discord.
Looking at this now, I realize I waste a lot of money because I have I backed the Resident Evil 3 Kickstarter. I backed the Nemesis Kickstarter, and I'm like, I didn't give them high scores. Why the fuck did I back the games?
Because you have a problem.
Yeah.
I was
I
gonna
can quit anytime.
I was gonna say it's because Reese likes to make sure that our industry can keep evolving and keep going.
I
It's
just like boxes.
MVP. Keeping the show
He
alive.
likes
for
getting
board
mail.
games.
It makes him feel like people are thinking.
I also
about
like
it.
getting mail, but
100%. That's 100% true.
So in 18th,
Sure. Yep.
this one was pretty consistently scored. Apart from Beck, who
The
rated
sweet
it a little bit
minis.
higher.
Oh.
Lots of like mid-20s, and then once again hurt by a couple of people not playing it. 27.65, so not that much higher. Agricola.
I
Which I
rated it a
believe
bit
is-
higher.
You put it in your 40s.
Yeah. Is it
This
this
is
one?
Agricola All Creatures, so this is the two-player version, but still pretty much the same core gameplay. It's
Okay.
a solid little Euro game.
So one thing that makes your list completely broken is the fact that you only named it Agricola. I have never played this version of the game.
You've played it with me.
I don't know if I played the two-player version with you.
You've only played the two-player version.
Oh, all right, never
Oh,
mind.
well, there you go.
Because it's the only version we own.
Okay,
Moving on.
moving on.
Next one, a little bit interesting
I
to
have
see.
been proven wrong.
consistently scored, but one person rated it a lot higher. Bree put this in her top 10.
Again.
No, and that's perfectly okay. Part of the system. 28.7 points resistance with the hidden agenda expansion.
Here it is.
Yeah.
I think at this point, all of us
How
are
did
just a
I
little
put
bit.
it in my top 10?
You gave it 67 points, which means it was like 50.
I haven't played it.
Sheesh, 67 points.
Moron. I know.
Apparently
I know
you
it's
have.
Agricola.
No, sorry, apologies, not Bree. Chris. Chris put it in the top 10.
Me
I've got
not
the-
play game.
No, ignore me. It's fine. It's fine. Anyway, I think at this point, apart from Chris, the rest of us have outplayed Resistance.
I'm just going to quickly address something. Yes, we understand it's Agricola. We will still say Agricola, and there's nothing you can do to stop us.
Okay.
It's like for me, aluminum is easier for me to say.
Yeah.
I will
Yes.
not go out of my way to
Gif.
say aluminium.
I will not say GIF. It's
Like,
wrong.
we'll say things how we say things. Unfortunately, we're just going to have to let
How
it
do you
go.
pronounce turtle?
Turtle.
What about the second
Was that worth it?
Turtle.
the second month of the
Turtle.
year?
February?
Penguin?
Oh.
I know.
February.
It's
February.
penguin.
Penguin.
February.
Penguin.
February.
Penguin.
February.
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 Well,
There's
my,
an R in
my
there.
mum pronounced
Yeah.
balloons as balloons, and that
Balloons!
That's great.
Oh,
That hurts.
get
I love that.
Okay. All right. I needed to say that. That's my piece said, and we can move on.
Penguin. All right. So I think this now hits
Tom was wrong though on the internet.
20th.
Can't come back from that.
So 20th. This is styling, and all throughout the year, this was our. If the game is better than this, we'll happily play it kind of level.
Okay.
This was like the gatekeeper for a game being good rather than just okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Scrabble.
Ah, God damn that game.
Oh, that reminds me. I need to go back and watch that stream.
That was a
mess.
time.
One
It was a
person
mess.
put this in their bottom 10.
Was
Was
it
it
me?
Billy?
It was Beck.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's
Because it's Scrabble.
28.8, not that much higher than Resistance. It's a fun, decent game, but I don't know how often I pull it out.
I don't like thinking
I like-
games.
Yeah, it's
I like
like
Scrabble.
if you're in a good headspace, but if you're in a bad headspace and you try and play Scrabble with Chris,
This would be epic.
and bad things happen, and then he
I
convinces
got
you
triggered.
all that words that don't exist, and
But was I right? Grebes?
Grebes, yes.
Yeah.
But you led the
Yeah.
foundation for Lachlan to just screw all over us.
With what did he... What did look at?
Zorbs.
Zorbs.
Oh.
Yeah,
But Zorbs is a word.
All right, I can't do it anymore. Give me one of those cookies.
but... Alright.
I can't keep looking at him.
He twisted me arm.
I'll take a cookie.
Who would like a
Very
Merry
much so.
Christmas?
I really like
So
Scrabble.
hold one up to the camera.
Oh, yeah, to the
Nerd
top
to the
down.
west. There we go. Would you like a Merry Christmas or a Nerd to the West?
Oh, nerds, you gotta go nerds to the west.
They've got pretty gold on
Yeah,
them.
it's like gold.
Would you like
plate.
a cookie?
Yes, please.
Merry Christmas or a
smell
Nerd to the
Whatever's
West?
on top, I'll just take to make it easy.
Thank you, Lockie's hair so for them cookies.
There you go.
I don't know if we're allowed to say a name on
Good
screen,
cookies.
but
Let's say
Lachlan's
no.
significant other bakes them.
She's been on camera before, it's fine.
Has she?
Yeah, but I still don't want to name her.
It's all good. We'll keep going.
Just put a full name out there.
Anyway.
Yeah,
They
exactly.
find her through
thank you so
Facebook.
much. You're delicious.
It's not like, it's not something that everyone puts out there entirely, so.
Yeah.
Lachlan's
This
significant other.
game, 28.9, so once again, only 0.1 of a point above Scrabble. Most people didn't play this, which hurt it a little bit. It's an alright game. It does what it promises to do. Dead Man's Chest.
Ah,
I really like Dead Man's
I think
Chest.
I did end up rating that, but I was here for the
I-
stream.
I didn't. I put this as 10.
Oh, for God's sake.
I will. Yeah.
Yeah, someone help.
yeah, those are really good.
The cookies are excellent.
Good cookies.
Oh! There it is.
What?
How are you going?
Hello. Hey, Gerald.
Thank you so much.
I
But
thought you had.
At least you've confirmed it. But now you've also doxed yourself, so...
Yeah, kind of.
Cookies are amazing, thank
Yeah, thank you for the cookies.
They're very good.
Awesome.
I'm ready for another one, but I'll wait.
you. You gotta hold yourself back.
So we get another little bit of a point jump after a couple of 0.1 point jumps. With 30.8 points, Exploding Kittens.
Yeah.
I think that's about fair. It's a decent game,
Fair.
but nothing special. I'll play it, but I'm not going to be the
Like I
person to suggest playing it.
It's fun.
Let's be transparent.
But a lot
we
of
played
people-
it for the views.
Yeah.
It's a gateway game. It's the game that you play when you're getting into board games, and it opens your horizons to many other opportunities. Kind of like how Katan and Carcassonne do the same thing. It's more of a party game, and it's a great game to whip out at a party.
I've played it with my friends who aren't gamers. Some of them like it. Some of them have only played it once and will not touch it again.
Yeah.
So like,
I feel this is a better game. This is probably the best gateway game that I've played.
Where are they?
Specifically through like party games.
Yeah.
So I would much rather play Exploding Kittens over like
Cards Against Humanity.
Cards Against Humanity, right? Where everyone was super high on Cards Against Humanity for years, and people are still like, I got the bigger, blacker box, and I'm like, that's cool.
Exploding Kittens, Moran. Exploding Kittens comes in at number 22.
Yep.
I have issues.
Also, I don't think we really discussed it, but why did you rate Dead Man's Chest so lowly, Tom?
It's just a dice rolling bluffing game, and there's better bluffing games out there. That's it.
Sure. For anyone wondering, we messed up the thing saying Exploding Kitten, so I'm just rewriting it quickly.
She wrote Exploding Kitten.
Well, no, someone like
I was trying to figure out what's going on. Yeah, so for all intents and purposes, like Exploding Kittens is a great gateway game.
We're at the point now that none of these are bad games. It's just getting into the good versus great level of stuff.
Yeah.
I ranked the next game really highly.
Shut up.
You gotta be excited with that.
Shut up.
I ranked the next game in my top 20. A couple of other people all kind of averaged out to the same place though. So with a score of 31.3.
I'm glad
Cosmic
I went
Encounter Duel.
Tissue with myself.
Cosmic Encounter. Where is it? Where's the lucky winner?
It's CE Duel.
Yeah, because we ran out of tape somewhere.
No, we didn't run out of tape. It was just going to be super long if I wrote out Cosmic Encounter.
Ran out of fucks. I see.
This was hurt by people not playing it, right?
Hurt by people not playing it at all, which is surprising because it's a 2-player game.
Yeah, I think it was just you and me that played it.
I have not played
No,
it.
Lachlan's also rated it, and I think Chris gave it a rating.
Yeah, I don't think I rated this one. But I'm not a massive fan of Cosmic Encounter, but I'm fairly sure Duel changed it enough that it's not really the same game. So I think that's why I chose not to rate it.
Well, that's I think that's what my thoughts on it was that it's still got the Cosmic Encounter feel, but the Duel just brings it to the modern era. Because, like, it was made in, like, 1978? 77?
Yeah, well.
You know, and all the reprints didn't really do much to update the rules or anything. Whereas this one I felt like was perfect, like 2020 version of Cosmic Encounter.
That's good.
We'll keep on going. Once we hit the 33rd game, I decided we'll do presents. So we are up to 24th. This game, once again, averaged out with just a bunch of really average scores. Couple of people putting it kind of near their top 20 and someone else putting it as their 10th. So their 10th least favorite game. So pretty average with 31.4 points. 5 Tribes.
Isn't that because there's someone that hates 5 Tribes, isn't it?
That is me.
Yeah.
I ranked that 10th. I thought I ranked something else 10th.
Nope.
Nope.
Not according to
moving
this
on.
list.
Okay.
The next game is actually surprising.
Hold on. I wanna shit
your
on 5
piece.
Tribes.
Take a big dump on 5 Tribes.
Hate 5 Tribes.
I enjoy 5 Tribes.
I think the reason I put it as 10th was because I hate it, but I didn't want... It is functionally a decent game. That's my Istanbul, right?
Yeah.
Once again, that's the game that everyone loves. I hate it. It is...
the next one's your Istanbul.
Is this roll for... The next one's roll for the guarantee?
it's roll.
Right. Okay, so 5 Tribes... Spoilers. 5 Tribes I just see as a cleanup simulator, and it's one of the games that I can't see through the Matrix.
So the next one does actually have a little bit of a problem in that I forgot to add it to the list. So Chris, who loves this game, didn't give it a score.
It would have been 64.
Would have been 64? Alright, I'm going to have to adjust that right now.
Are we actually doing it live?
I'm going to adjust it live and see where it ends up.
It is my favourite game.
It is not fair to this game that Reese gave it 0.9, so in his bottom 10, and Chris, who loves it, didn't give it a score. So you said you would have given it 64, so plus 9 points means it is a 73.
Yeah,
it means it's up here somewhere, I think.
Because I wanted to be a bit kind to those games, because I know that me hating them...
Doesn't mean they're a bad game.
Yeah, right. Where there are more games more deserving to be hated on.
Not cheating, just forgetful.
Which I bought that one, bought that one, bought that one, bought that one, bought that one.
No.
I will
decision.
keep this in mind with where Chris has then re-ranked that one. So it's not Roll for the Galaxy next. It is in fact Muffin time.
Okay.
Muffin time, really decent game. Got some decent scores and some low scores. So 32 points. Yeah, it's a fun party game.
As the person that backed this Kickstarter and was so excited to get it, I'm actually, I'm disappointed I can't play it more. I think it's actually a very well thought out game, and I was really surprised at how they were able to subvert just random card games and kind of twist it around to be a card game that is played differently. Yeah. Also, the fact that we've had probably some of our funniest moments, on stream and just in this room with Muffin Time, means that it's always going to be an excellent game to me.
We're definitely at the point now, we're in the kind of mid to high 20s. These are games we will happily play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the next game was originally ranked on our list as 9th worst, and I
know what it
looking at
is.
the scores was really surprising. So 33 points. Catan City's a 9th. Everyone actually gave this some decent scores. A lot of mid-20s and a lot of mid-40s.
I think
with Beck rating it just in her top 10, but Billy ranking it just outside his bottom 10.
Okay.
Yeah.
Polarizing.
I was like,
Did I play that one?
you've played Catan Cities and Nights before, and if you say you haven't, I'm going to call you a liar.
When have I played it?
I couldn't tell you. I just know it's one of those games that Tom has whipped it out at enough parties and enough get-togethers.
I don't get invited to half the time.
Or that you would dig a drunk for, so you don't remember.
Look, that happened twice.
Look,
Twice.
my rating, because I think I put it like 40 something.
27.
Oh, what the
sorry, 22nd.
No, I haven't.
You put it relatively low.
Oh, okay.
The problem.
22nd from bottom.
Yeah, from the bottom.
Yeah, I'm like, why did I give it that high? It wasn't offensive enough to put in the bottom 10.
Yeah.
It's just, it's Catan.
Yeah, it's Catan with some extra
It's
stuff.
Catan.
It's the OG gateway game.
The more games that I play, the more I'm coming around to Tom's opinion on Catan, which is...
Pick
It's
two numbers,
Catan.
roll dice, and see what happens.
Yeah, like...
Catan with expansions is a much better game. Catan on its own for me would be bottom 10.
I just feel like Catan hasn't evolved much. I
That's
think
true.
What was the expansion that we played that was like, this is...
Traders and Barbarians.
Traders and Barbarians is like modern day Catan. That's what it should be.
Yeah, okay.
Um,
so they pushed it up above
Yeah.
threshold for you.
Well, it fixes a lot of the problems of you're still progressing even though you don't get the numbers that you need, right?
Yeah.
But like I just feel Catan's very dated in terms of board games nowadays. And considering it's 22 years old,
Gonna give it a break for that.
Next
But
game.
it should have been.
Yeah.
Next game, kind of similar issues. I don't think it suffers as much as Catan, but starting to show its age a little bit. Very average scores apart from Beck, who put this in her top 10. Ticket to Ride.
Ah, yes!
Ticket to Ride.
Wait, EU?
EU.
Yeah.
Because this is the mini version.
I think we kind of just put Ticket to Ride EU and Ticket to Ride America at the same.
Because they're the same game,
They are.
essentially. It's just a different map.
Just a different map. It's a decent game. It's nothing super special. It's fun. I'd still love to play it.
Yeah.
There are just better games out there now because board gaming has moved on.
though it is very fitting. It looks like it's at the middle, right?
Yeah.
Just about.
It is 28th out of 65.
Are we gonna run out
I'll
of...
go fuck myself.
We are
then.
absolutely going to run out. What I reckon we do when we run out of room is we'll just start kicking bottom games off.
Game ahead.
Get out of here, Game
This
me
is
I'm
also about the point that I'm going to put the two games that I forgot to rank on the list. What's it called? Evolution Climate
Yep.
and I think either WWE Superstar
Superstars.
Quartz as well.
Yeah, I was wondering when these were going to come in
Quartz.
because they were kind of low,
Yeah.
but I knew that no one was going to rate them high. I might have rated Quartz a little bit higher.
I liked Quartz quite a
To
bit.
be fair, I haven't played Evolution since the 1st of January.
Yeah.
So
And stuff has happened since then.
Yeah,
you are
so-
a different person.
I thoroughly
all are.
enjoyed it, but I don't think I can give it like.
I think this is about fair for where they are. Quartz suffers from the fact that they're better push your luck games, which we will get to later.
I think we're just going to put them next to each other.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
So above them, with a score of 34.25, Seasons. And
Yep.
this is a game that suffered from only a few of us playing it, but I gave it 38 points, Lachlan gave it 34, and Rhys gave it 37.
Yeah.
This is
Pretty good.
it's a fun game. It's
Yeah,
decent.
yeah.
But if we're all giving it about the same score, it's a pretty good indication of what it is.
At one point, it was my favorite, like one of my favorite games. But like, opinions change. I play more games every year. I still whip it out. I still think it's a great game to play. I think it's super interesting in what it does, and a little original in what it does as well. So, yeah.
And next, this one had some pretty controversial opinions. Because someone put it in their top 10, other people, like, it was a very big range of numbers.
I know what it is.
With Lachlan giving it his 10th worst, which was incredibly surprising.
Lachlan's Istanbul.
What do you think it is, Beck?
I think it's Battlestar.
No, One Night Werewolf.
Yeah.
Ah! Oh, he doesn't like that game.
Lachlan does not like. Lachlan is bad.
Have you seen
at it.
Lachlan play One Night Werewolf? Like, have you
base, or
watched
is that
that?
mixed?
He's the worst liar in
He's
the world.
so bad at it. Or when he
Lachlan-
plays the game and he says random stuff to confuse us to catch somebody out. It's like
Yeah.
he's trying to do what Tom does, but a bad job.
Yeah.
And then he's
Lachlan
like,
doesn't
"Whoa."
understand meta thinking because he's a bad liar. He can't figure out when other people are lying.
Yeah.
Figure out what's
Yeah.
going on.
And
But,
even we try to help Lachlan win, and he
he still
still
loses.
Yeah, we're
loses.
gonna run out of room.
Poor Lucky.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair enough. I
Uh,
think mine was like fairly dead center because I was like, it's a fun game. It's
I
pretty
do
much
quite,
it.
yeah, I
I
like
rated.
Werewolf.
I think it's quite good.
One Night Werewolf had to be pretty high for me. Like,
Yeah.
definitely top 20.
No, you gave it 40th, right there. It's pretty much just
yeah.
above the middle. But that was pretty much what a lot of people gave it, and a couple of like low 20s. That's fine. The next game, just as an interesting side point, is the only game that ended up with a perfectly round number.
oh.
Everything else was like 34.257. One Night Werewolf, though, 34.5 kind of split. This one, 35 points exactly, so pretty much smack bang in the middle.
Does that mean that everyone played it and
Yep.
everyone ranked it?
Everyone has played it, everyone has ranked it. We're doomed.
That is for certain a very interesting game, though.
Yes.
It is.
What do you think, Bree?
Again, I played it once.
Yeah.
Like-
However,
That's my issue. I did enjoy it, but if I remember correctly, I was winning, and then somebody forced me to swap with them, and
Yeah,
then
I
I
did.
was so that was a little
that's happened to me
salty.
too.
Yeah, I was like, but no, from what I can remember of playing it, I did enjoy it because it's that fine balance between you can make a plan, but you can't perfectly make a plan because somebody's going to turn around and like
Yeah.
But it's
set
a
your plan
party
on
game.
fire.
It's that kind
Yeah.
of craziness for a reason.
I do have a fun anecdote.
Thank you,
about-
Theater Stud.
That played,
Oh.
it just was not very loud.
Oh,
no, I
really?
heard it.
I didn't hear it
Damn.
at all.
I think.
I'm going deaf though, so that's
Wait,
deaf,
really?
blind, and dumb.
You've just already done the second two.
I just
Oh, got him.
listen my music too loud for my ears.
Bad.
We'll keep on moving. So that
I have a fun anecdote about We're Doomed.
Let's not then.
So I picked that up at PAX when me and Billy went to PAX some
2
time
years
ago.
ago.
Yeah.
2 years ago, thank you. And me and Billy had bought some games on the first day, and then we were like, oh, we should probably like start up a chat, which is exclusively for us buying board games, so we don't double up. And I think like that was by the third day. So the third day we hit the floor to buy as many games as possible. And I'm just like, hey man, just bought all of these games. And Billy and We're Doomed was like the main one. And he was like, oh, I'm just about to buy We're Doomed. I'll put it back. I was like,
Nice, good save.
yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, so there's a fun anecdote.
Well, it's a good enough game then.
I don't like this.
that
Chris
over.
isn't wearing his beanie and Bree is on the wrong side of the table.
Wrong side of the table, apparently. When did that happen?
When did I get a side of a table?
Also, like, I'm fairly sure that in some of our werewolf content, you're on this side of the table
I am,
anyway.
I'm right there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's me and Bree on that
Yeah,
side.
because there's been quite a few episodes that we look at each other and we're like, hey again, let's do this.
How you doing?
Yeah, not wearing my
So
beanie
we'll
today.
keep
sorry.
on moving because we're not even halfway through the list yet.
I don't watch the YouTube read.
There
should.
you go,
You
Steve.
should.
This one got hurt a little bit. 2 people rated it quite highly. 2 other people rated it mid-20s, and then I rated it just outside my my bottom 10. 36.8 points. Atmosphere.
Oh man.
Ah!
That was how angry I am that it didn't rate literally at the very top of the list.
I put this in my top 10.
So Chris gave this his second best.
Yep.
And you put it just like 8th or 9th?
Yeah, because, even though I didn't play it, but, the game looked fun as fuck.
I understand. It's not everyone's game, and it's certainly not a very mechanical game.
I can see the appeal, but for me, I was just like, it's just too much craziness, not enough game.
Yeah. For me, it didn't promise anything except fun, zany party vibes, and it delivered perfectly. So for me, and I can enjoy a game without having to win. And yeah, a very good game.
Really nice. Can you teach me how to do that?
Oh, that's gonna hurt myself.
So we're starting to get to the point now where there's a couple of people's top 10 games
No, you
coming
gotta
in.
put that over here now.
The next one,
No, that one.
next one doesn't have anyone's top 10 votes, but really consistent voting. Someone 48, someone 47, someone 49.
Okay.
But then a couple of other people a little bit lower. So with 37.49 points, Mariposas.
Okay.
I haven't played this one.
That's one I bullied you into buying.
Yeah, and then
Although-
I've not
I
played
don't really
it.
think you bullied her. I think
No.
you were just like, I really want
Yeah,
You're
this.
like,
feel free to
guys,
push
give
the
me an
whole board
excuse
down.
not to buy Mariposas, and I'd be like, you should do it as a meme, and then you actually did it. I was like, oh.
No, I
Shit.
said, oh,
Sorry.
hey, we've been hunting for this
Yeah.
game. I don't have a lot of money, but I found it. Do we want this? And everyone's like, yeah. And then everyone went, and I went, oh, I've also found this game that we said we were going to buy. And everyone's like, yeah. And then I was like, cool, I'm broke now.
That's pretty much exactly how it went. In that exact voice, too.
Jesus Christ.
So, Mariposas.
Move the whole board down if there's room, but I know there's
We're just gonna need to move that stuff.
We're just moving.
It's alright, we're figuring out the board.
No, but I mean physically.
Yeah.
Yeah, we understand. We're just figuring shit out.
Alright, moving down, boy.
I mean, Mariposas was solid. It's probably a game that I'd break out for people who are new to board games. I mean, like, hey, you can use cards to move instead of dice. But also, your win condition is a little bit different. It really
Jesus
just pushes
Christ,
people to
guys.
think differently.
I need the
And I really appreciated it, but it's not
I'll just hold
that
this.
special.
Yeah, I feel really bad for the stream we did because I feel like we sort of shat on it a little
We did.
bit at the end.
It-
And then thinking back on it, I was like, oh, it's actually not like that bad.
Well,
of a
this game, we originally had this at 22nd on the board, and it's jumped up to 35th. So,
Yeah.
When you say that, is one... Like, I'm confused, because 35th is lower to me, because you would go, #1 game.
No, because he's...
22nd
You've done it
on
backwards.
The number of points.
So by
is
22nd,
inverse.
it's lower than 35.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hate that.
I hate that too. Remember, he said, oh,
So,
everyone,
welcome
make
to
your
maths.
#1 game 65.
Sorry,
and we all
welcome
went,
to maths.
what?
Mm-mm.
We can fix that up next year.
Alright, look, it doesn't matter. It's
There we go.
just numbers.
Numbers are
rank
bullshit.
on the board and the points league.
You can use cards to move in a game. What?
The next game, probably the biggest drop down.
Oh,
This
no.
was in the top couple of games when we first put it on there. And then just some very middling scores.
I think I have a feeling one of my.
If it weren't for
No,
those
no.
middling kids,
Feel free to guess, man. You're more than welcome.
No.
No,
Guess,
yes.
guess.
I want you to.
Yes,
I'm
yes.
thinking it's either Dune or Scythe.
Not quite.
Okay.
Bad guess.
Cartographers.
Oh.
yeah.
I reckon that was hurt by not enough people playing it, wasn't it?
No, most people gave it a vote. The only people who didn't were yourself and Bree.
Yeah. Okay.
But
We
I
need to
rated it in the
organise some game
40s.
nights when we're like not busy because they all keep playing, and then we're like, we got work.
I'm always
You
busy.
need to get good, that's all.
No,
Okay.
that's why Lachlan's like, oh, you could come and play and film stuff on Wednesday, and I'm like, Lachlan, I have 3 different things on a Wednesday. What doing?
It's fine. We need to sit down and re-figure out when everyone's available.
Yeah.
We will restructure all our content for next year. It's going to be great.
This is a business meeting that does not need to happen on stream.
Business Mimi.
Cartographers, next up, this will be the last game before we open presents because it's Christmas time and we love
Yay!
presents.
Monopoly.
This game,
It's Monopoly.
I think this is a pretty fair ranking for this. Basically, everyone ranked this in the 30s, and then one person ranked it 41.
Was
and
it me?
one person gave it actually a pretty decent score, gave it 57 points.
Was it me?
Yeah. Bree, you guess. What is it?
I don't know.
It's gotta
Because
be.
it depends
It's gotta
whether
be
it's a
Bree.
game that I
Bree
voted
has
for or
not
not.
played this game.
There we
Is
go.
it? Die Hard.
It is not Die Hard.
Damn it!
Is it Coup?
It is not Coup.
I have played Coup.
You have.
What is it, Tommy?
Nova Luna.
Nova Luna!
Nova Luna.
It's over here somewhere.
You love Nova Luna, but you didn't put it in your top
do it.
10.
I didn't because I only played it once.
It's a shame, because it's a great game, but...
It's a really solid game, but I think this is fair for it. It's a game that we'd pull out, it's a game we'd play a lot, it's a lot of fun, but it's not anything super game-breaking.
Yeah. Agreed. It's a good
So,
game.
the Board Game House Nerds of the West draft, Stephen has announced that we are trading Billy for him.
I'll say that's fine.
Should these business meetings take place in front of your shareholders, aka the audience?
Yeah, what do you guys want to see? We always love to hear. Anyway, Christmas presents!
Let's do it. Get in here, Tommy.
Tom, turn your microphone.
Do we want to move the board off the table just for now, or should we leave it there?
But no, because we're going to accidentally... No.
Yeah, we're gonna swipe
No, because we
something.
will swipe something and it'll disappear.
Yep, and then
Alright,
everyone
Tom,
will be
since
up.
you're standing,
You can
I
go just
delegate
behind
you.
me.
Ah,
There we
oh.
Got
What
it?
you do?
Is the lid on that drink? Please tell me
It's on the drink.
It's on the drink. It's fine.
Yikes.
And the board's gone.
Ho ho ho, Santa presents, giving it out. This one says back. We'll all open one at a time.
One at a
Put
time.
Yeah, one at a
time.
time.
We need
One
to
at a time, and then you got to guess
make
who
this
gave
a
it to you.
spectacle.
Oh,
Some of us
Which
already
is
know.
easy for
yeah,
us.
but some presents have their name on it.
That piece of paper is a present as well.
It
Oh,
is.
Alright. You couldn't see. Anyway, thank you very much. It's been a great year. Thank you to all of
Thank
you.
you
Thank you to our
guys.
viewers.
Our present to you is always our content and our merch, and my microphone's not pointing at me. And we're giving presents to each other, and this is the biggest one, so I'm gonna do that first because I think that's funny.
It's big in size only. I have no idea what this is.
So Tom
Why
got
does it
back.
sound
Yeah,
broken?
100%. No, I actually set it up so I couldn't get back because I already bought it like
No.
3 presents.
Who got
I have an
toilet
idea of
paper?
what's
I
in
think
here.
I got toilet paper.
Am I opening it?
From whom,
Yes, open it up.
From whom is this then?
SS.
Secret Santa.
Secret
Alright,
Santa.
I didn't
But
know that
unfortunately for my Secret
Secret
Santa,
Santa
they
was-
kind of gave themselves away when they posted to our Snapchat this morning showing that they came to the studio. And Tom and I were the next people in, and my present was sitting on the table. So I was like, gee, I wonder who this is
That's
from.
on him for not dropping it off earlier in the
Isn't
week. like he was
merch
supposed
more
to.
of a present from us to you when we buy it, or do you not get a cut?
I've now looked in here. This is hilarious.
Oh god, here we go.
Okay.
Hilarious why?
You'll see why. So we have an Animal Crossing hat.
Hat.
That looks so good.
That's wicked.
Are you? I think I.
That'll cost you 9,000 bells.
Oh, that's nice. So I've got a pair of Animal Crossing socks as well.
That's
With Isabel on them.
sweet. Isabel.
Excellent. Love it very much. We've got a Lush Peachy Bath Bomb, which is
I
great.
thought we had a limit.
Yeah,
Spending money.
well, if we did, no one told me.
I'm gonna like. I know for a fact he didn't go over the limit, so it's fine.
And this is honestly the best
Hee-haw.
gift I could have gotten. Socks I already own.
Always gonna happen.
It's got all the fruit from the tree.
It does.
That's
I really
sweet.
appreciate it. I think it's really nice. Worst socks I've ever owned. They like these
Are
ones.
they the funky material?
No, like the material
Smells
is
really
fine.
nice,
These ones, these
actually.
have a heel in them.
That's this, isn't it?
These don't.
Oh, and they're slippery.
No, they don't have a heel, so they don't
fit.
they don't fit properly.
It's like smelling salts.
But thank you very much to my Secret Santa.
Good.
Yeah,
That's it.
I'll need it back.
Who wants to present next?
So that was Lockie, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah. No,
I'm getting next.
I can just put
so
everything
I
in the
have-
hat.
You've got a story to tell.
Yeah. Spoilers. I'm your Secret Santa.
Spoiler alert. We figured this one out already. So
We'll
sad.
probably end up revealing it as we do it because I need to explain.
Yeah.
I'm just glad that Tom didn't rig it so that we all got him presents.
Oh, legit. I
But
got
would
Tom.
that not
It's
have
a card.
that not have been the best
It
meme?
would have been a
Would
good
have been
meme.
great. I'm not that much.
Legit,
of a
I
jerk.
got Tom, and I was like, I reckon he's rigged it. So your gift is still in the mail.
Love it.
It was supposed to be here between yesterday and the 23rd, but last time I checked the tracking status,
Hasn't
it
even
is
made Australia yet.
it is still in the US. So I have a feeling it's not going to be
no.
here before Christmas. But I can either let you know what it is, or we can wait until it comes in.
I mean, if you want to let me know what it is, you're up to. If you think it's better to leave as a surprise, then I'll trust you on that.
I think it might be a good on-stream
Good
surprise.
gone on stream
Yeah.
surprise. All right, I appreciate it. I trust you.
Yeah.
You called me big beautiful boy Tom, so I appreciate that. And called yourself a big dumb, which is also good.
That is just so sweet.
Classic.
You can read the card if you want.
I just did that.
No,
I think
he
it's
meant
mostly
it
dumb.
loud.
Yeah, it's just
Waiting
my
for it
big
to be
beautiful
live.
boy Tom. I owe you one Secret Santa gift because it's not here yet because I'm a big dumb. Merry Christmas. Love your favorite bearded boy, Reese.
Aw.
Yeah, it's actually Steven. I bought
Oh,
you
big Steve
yeah,
over?
yeah,
I
yeah.
appreciate that.
Big boy.
Well, you can have this one then. It says to Reese and it's toilet paper, so enjoy.
Oh yes!
I needed this.
Thank God.
All right, what do we got? What the?
Okay, give me that for a hot second. Because I wasn't sure I took the price off of it.
I didn't even see the.
No, so you
$50.05.
No.
Went over budget.
basically,
Have you seen what it is yet?
whoop, it's a Lifex life strip.
The light strip that I have in my studio.
Oh!
So you can have light
bless.
at home for your streams
Beautiful.
now.
I saw the price there.
Yeah. All right. Bear in mind, I got
okay.
this on staff, so it wasn't actually that
That's
much,
fine.
and I will not tell you what I paid for it.
That's
The other
awesome.
thing is I was hoping I got you because I thought of that as a gift.
Yeah.
And I was like, I want to get Reese so that we can finally do the diddlies and the combat.
So you rigged the Secret Santa.
So
We
hopefully
can
very
start-
soon, once Reese
I'm bad at Reese.
once Reese has talked to me, we've got it all set up, you'll be
Yeah.
able to do exclamation, your favourite colours
Yep.
for Reese's streams in the near future.
That's
Awesome.
exciting.
That's
Awesome.
wicked.
Yeah.
So yeah, just
Yeah.
before anyone gets mad, I did get it on a staff price, so it's
That's
not
fine.
as much as
Nobody
that's
gets mad. I'm not gonna get mad.
No, you're
Well,
not. But also, it was one of those things. Tom was like, "Yeah, there's a price limit." I'm like, "Was there?"
I remember
Yours wasn't
talking
that
about
much
a
more.
price
Yeah.
limit, but then I don't remember
That
what was
is-
set for the price
It was like
limit.
Yeah,
roughly
that's
$50. So
Yeah,
it's-
I imagine it's either 20 or 50 usually
Yeah.
with the Secret Santa.
who wants to go next? Who's got presents to? This one says Bree. This one doesn't say.
Yeah.
And this one says Chris.
All right, we'll do Brie first.
Okay. Thanks.
Combat Dew Valley.
Got a box. Oh. Somebody
Hey.
went Star Wars. We got some Whittle Mandalorian earrings.
That's
which
cute.
I'm a fan. And
You're a
then
big fan of the Mandalorian, aren't you?
I do enjoy it.
Oh, the Baby Yoda!
Baby
Whatever the hell
Yoda
that
necklace.
thing's
I don't know
called.
the button, but yes. Grogu, spoilers. Grogu.
Baby.
Oh,
Grogu.
that's cute.
Boop. Thank you.
But
Who got me?
You gotta
green,
guess,
red,
it's the
Smurf
rules.
dance party.
Well, we know that one of the people that got back was not one of the people that are here. They dropped it off this morning.
Did you not check Snapchat?
I
spoiled it for
did.
Oh, we just received a snap from him.
Oh, Lachlan. Yeah, I got confused. Okay, well, it wasn't Beck. Wasn't Reese. Wasn't
This
Lachlan.
is like One Night Werewolf.
Yeah,
This
wasn't
is great.
me.
Trying to decipher who did it.
I bought
Was
myself.
it you?
I'm sitting here
Also-
like.
I'm like, it's not a hard question. I wrapped it as nicely as I could so that you would like.
I would get
maybe
like, yeah.
guess it
No,
wasn't
look,
me.
I got distracted because the letters look like letters.
That's
Yeah,
I
'cause
wrote
I'm not
your
gonna
name on it.
myself.
That won't be right. I'm like, this no Tom's writing. It's legible.
It's spelled correctly.
It's actually because we got
get an
here
adult
and
right.
neither of ours have been named, and I was like, if I get Tom to write your name on your present, you
Bad
will
idea.
know
No,
it was
who
from
it is.
Tom.
Yes, I will. Right.
But you're welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah, I did get your present. I told you.
No.
I deserve a present. Yeah, you're getting one for Secret Santa.
Who's the purple bag for?
That was my present to Billy.
Yeah,
who's
that makes sense.
actually not
Do we
here
want to
today.
open it for Billy?
Yeah.
Well, but if you want, if you think
Yeah,
it's a good enough
I'll
present to
open
open.
it since it's here, but
Also open
I'll
yours
do-
first.
Yeah,
I'll
we'll
do
open
my
yours
best.
first.
Since I'm here, Billy, not somewhere else.
Tried to find an envelope.
I'll when we open Billy's present, I'll
Sorry, Chris, your present is on its way, but Father Christmas apparently got a little lost and delayed. COVID-19 times are crazy. And there's a picture of a massive beanie. That's amazing. There's like a little
Read
proof.
what it says.
What does it actually say? Well, shit.
It's got a little dice on it, a d20 with a 1 on it.
Oh,
and it
that's
says, well,
amazing.
shit.
I wonder if I could
Which
like
is-
cut it out and.
So-
Yeah, just pretend
Make
to
a
wear
paper
it.
hat.
may I?
No, I straight up ordered it in November, and it's still not here yet. And I was like,
understandable.
oh no.
It appears that like
Yeah.
more than one of us are having issues with things like being
Yeah.
accepted into the country. I mean, understandable.
No, I had
It's
an
like
idea.
that,
I was like,
yeah.
must find
If it was around the
dorky
other way, I could
beanie,
turn it
and then
into a hat, but
immediately
it
my
won't
search
have
went
the
up.
bottom.
yeah.
I was pulling my hair out trying to
Wicked.
figure out what to get Tom,
Yeah.
and then I was like, oh fuck.
It's a
Alright.
shame it wasn't
And then we
here.
had a chat about some stuff,
Yeah.
and then I was like, oh, now
We got
I
it
know
now.
exactly what to get Tom. And then that was like the end of November.
Yeah.
See, if my present had arrived on time, the theatre stud Stephen could have been happy because you would have gotten a beanie. I was like sitting here when he said that, going,
Yeah.
Shipping is a biatch. That is 100% true.
And then if you want to show off what you got, Billy, if you think it's
I'll
worth
show it
it.
because like I
I don't know if Billy's watching, but hello, Billy.
He will
Hey,
be.
Yeah. Oh, is he? Okay. All right.
Yeah, Billy, we're unwrapping your present.
unwrap.
I decided to get you a meme present. I like to make things for people rather than buying them because I think it's more unique and authentic,
Aw.
etc.
Now I want to see what it is.
Yeah, now I've hyped it up. They actually didn't turn out too well. But anyway, Billy likes the color blue. He always plays as the blue player, and the joke is that he won't play a game unless he's the blue player. Everyone has to move out of the blue player seat so Billy can sit there.
Yep.
So I decided to get Billy his very own
every other
blue
colour.
game pieces. Do you want me to pause while you...
I've actually decided to not send him what it actually is,
Oh,
so I
okay,
can pause
right.
the video.
So I made Billy some sparkly
Oh,
blue.
wow. Custom shiny
awesome.
meatballs.
That's why you were asking me for meeples.
Yes. And I went to Good Game and bought a copy of Carcassonne for $60 so that I could take the impression of a meeple, because
That's so
I couldn't
cool.
ask anyone specifically, hey, can I borrow a copy of a game with a meeple in it so that I can do this project? I was trying to
So you were trying to subtly
I was
borrow
trying to
a
like
game.
snoop
Yeah.
out whom I could borrow a game off, and like no one obviously was on the same wavelength.
How do we
as
not
me,
just have a
so-
copy of Carcassonne here for you to steal?
I was worried that I might botch it a bit because I use chemicals and things,
Fair,
but
fair.
nothing went wrong in the end.
No, it's amazing.
They turned out really awesome.
They're
They're
cool.
they're a little rough, but I
I
thought,
don't know
hey,
if that's showing up on camera.
They're cool.
But
No,
also,
very
he's
well
gonna
done.
love these.
Oh, he will.
So now, Billy, you can always be the blue player, and you can bring your own.
Your own meatballs.
He becomes that board game
just
player
want to
that has
lick it
IR.
and see if it's candy.
Yeah, it looks like candy, doesn't it?
Don't look it.
Yeah,
Yeah, I wouldn't.
it's a
lick it.
bad touch candy.
So, yeah.
We're all dying slowly from touching it. That's...
and then very fortunately, Billy got Lachlan, and they both already know that, so they're just sorting the present out later.
There's no present here
Yeah.
on stream.
That's
So,
fine.
so next year, you'll find out what the rest of the nerds get
Yeah.
for Christmas.
Anyway, I wanna get back to the board game
Let's
ranking.
do it.
But also, now it's a Smurf dance party.
in these little white hats.
Alright, I've made a pattern. You can get rid of it now.
That's the leader.
But yeah, all I sent to Billy was just Chris explaining the thing, and then he was like, "So I got Billy," and then I cut it.
Okay.
Good. Keep him in anticipation. Yeah.
Yeah, he'll be like, "Where's the next snap?"
Got lost in the universe. All right.
That is
Nice.
Alright, we're gonna
Alright,
move this good old board back.
Since we're about to transition back into board game things, does anyone want to drink?
Yes, please.
yes, I'll go grab.
We'll run a very quick break just so people who are joining us will not get hit with Twitch ads. And we'll grab a drink,
Sweet.
and we'll show you guys something very, very quickly. And
so.
I'm gonna hit this button.
Did it attach to your hair?
I did. I just brought it back so you could see Reese messing around with his microphone. Because I think that's funny.
You should get more replacement vampire.
Oh, Vampire? Yeah, that'd be great if Rogue made them anymore.
Yeah, they don't make them anymore.
I
Yeah.
emailed Rogue
Seriously?
directly, and they're like, we can't get them.
That sucks.
Make your own. Just
So welcome
use
back.
nails.
Everyone, to the rankings and the listing of games that we've played this year. We are ranking currently from the bottom up the best games of 2020 that Nerds of the West have played, and we're taking averages of everyone's input. So somehow,
So Tom's
some
cheated.
way, no, yeah, that's a given. Tom always cheats.
Fuck you. We're now in the top half of the games.
Sorry for the confusion. We had to readjust the board. So rule of thumb,
we'll release an-
lowest game, and then it
They
goes
can't
up
see that,
from
so
there.
it's fine.
We'll release something on
They're
this.
not worth showing on camera.
What is on our Nerds of the West game wish list? We will give that some thought. We don't really know at the moment. I'm super keen to try Planets and Blood on the Clock Tower, though. which fortunately someone is bringing over to try. So hell yeah.
I mean, you can say it's Moron because he's been pretty.
Like, if anyone in chat is in our Discord, they'll see that Moron is intending on coming
He's
over.
been pretty loud about coming over. So Moron will be bringing over Blood on the Clock Tower and maybe Planets. Yeah. At this point in time.
Providing the cluster in New South Wales doesn't spread to other states.
Fingers crossed. The
Victoria's just gotta
next
keep their
two
shit.
games are once again very closely ranked in points.
We will put them next to each other because we do not have room.
Oh, I don't know if you want to agree to that, Beck.
All right.
Because one of these games is the lowest ranked game that got a number 1 score. So someone's favorite game, this is the lowest of them.
Is it your
It's got to be
favorite
Roll
game?
for
Is
the
that what you're
Galaxy,
saying?
right?
I hope not.
Actually, sorry, Roll for the Galaxy should be where next to Cartographers and Novelina. So,
Oh.
I forgot we hadn't actually moved that one. Roll for the Galaxy's in there, but Roll for the Galaxy wasn't someone's number 1.
So it's next to.
Yeah, just chuck it in there. It's fine. Yeah.
I'm
No,
pretty sure
no,
that was my
I'd
number
like
one.
to
Yeah,
put
yeah,
things
it's-
next to
it's
stuff
next to
because then it makes the board.
But these are 40.02 and 40.09. Sorry, 40.069 points. So Chocobo Party Up, which had a
Interesting.
very average ranking of scores, and then Quacks of Quedlinburg.
Nope, Quacks is going above it.
That's just
Quacks
gonna
of
go
Quedlinburg
there.
was Beck's favorite game.
Hold on.
Everyone else.
Can I draw it? Chocobo. I get it. Party up. Never mind. Sorry, continue. Quacks, it goes there. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Because Billy put Quacks in his bottom 10.
Fuck you, Billy.
Oh, once again, Billy's wrong.
Billy isn't, well, like, I get people's dislike for the game. It's just one of those ones where I think it's balanced against its own luck.
Yep.
So, that's my piece. Moving on.
Fair enough. Does Billy have any comments on that topic?
He does on Chocobo, because he put that in his top 10, and he just put it as dumb fun.
Yep.
Dumb fun.
That's what Quacks is, though. Like,
Yep.
Yeah, which is why they're next to each other.
Welcome to Billy.
Billy's cooked.
We know he is. It's fine.
What about after Quacks? What have we got
After
next?
Quacks.
Oh, Moron didn't really like Quacks.
That's fine. Like, I understand that my love for it comes from, one, my ability to win in it, and secondly, it's not going to be everyone's favorite games, and that's fine.
I am very keen to try the expansion for it, though.
Yes, when it's not like $50 fucking.
Next is a game that a couple of people ranked pretty highly, including Billy once again putting it in his top 10. So just goes to show you how different Billy's opinion is to the rest of us.
Billy,
Yeah, but Billy's
Mr.
usually
Controversial
wrong.
Opinion himself. That's
Chris put this as his 10th least favourite, so it didn't get any negative points, but it was still pretty low.
Once again, Billy's wrong.
Yeah.
What can I say?
Kahuna.
Oh, yeah. Billy does like
Interesting.
Kahuna, actually.
I would like to hear why you don't like Kahuna.
Share us your secrets, sir.
I'm sure Kahuna is a solved game, in the same way that, like, drafts might already be a solved game, but it's a little too complex for the average person to just, you know... Right. In my opinion, Kahuna is a game of spending 2 or 3 cards at a time to build up your engine, and then having your opponent play 1 card from their hand, and not only undo your hard work, but undo more of your hard work from previous turns.
Yeah.
And it's so hard to come back from, and it's a game of frustration for me.
Fair enough.
Especially if they
Yeah.
pull that card from the top of the deck. There's
Yeah.
nothing you can do about that.
Yeah. To me, that's the game Kahuna is. It's a very strategic game, but for me, yeah, it doesn't have enough payoff.
So the next 2 games...
Hold on. Stephen, just remember our prices are based on $doos and not freedom bucks.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sure the Quacks, Quacks expansion for you guys is like 30 freedom bucks.
Yeah.
Whereas like
Because
for
then
us
you
it's like,
convert
Yeah.
it.
Convert it
It's
plus shipping.
technically, yeah, it's the shipping. And stuff is usually, like, there is some stuff that is just cheaper in the US. Like,
Yeah.
it just is. Like, Microsoft Word is like $100 cheaper in the US,
Yeah.
usually.
There is an Australia tax.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but normally,
yeah,
price...
but welcome to freedom bucks versus dollar dudes.
Yeah,
No, I
but
won't
it's
say
the
it.
same,
So-
like...
The next 2 games, I'm going to keep us moving. The next 2 games are an exact tie.
Okay, so they have to go next to each
They
other?
have to go next to each other, 40.606 points, and I'm totally okay with this. I put these games exactly next to each other. I think they're both fantastic intro games. One of them got pretty lowly ranked by Chris, but then highly ranked by Beck, and so that averaged out, while the other one...
I think we've noticed a theme with my games. The intro games go higher.
The other one was pretty average across the board, so 2 people gave it 37, 1 person gave it 34, and then 2 people gave it 50. It was pretty much exactly there. So exact tie with, what is this, in our 40th spot, Galaxy Trucker and Ticket to Ride New York / London. So the small version of Ticket to Ride.
Yeah, okay.
So that's interesting.
That's not unfair, I don't think.
Yeah.
From what I saw of Galaxy Trucker, I don't think anyone had a great time with it.
I love Galaxy Trucker. I don't think it's perfect, but I love playing it.
When we played it, we were pretty like fried.
Yeah.
And we didn't even play like a full game because I remember me being like, I don't want to really give it a ranking because we were. Oh, you've cut yourself.
Am I? Oh.
Yep.
Good job, buddy.
How did I do that?
On your Spicy Boy?
Probably on my Spicy Boy. It's a bit too spicy for me, apparently.
Hey, are you alright?
Do you want a tissue?
Just give me a tissue.
Yeah.
Not that
Isn't
one.
that a tissue that
You know, Bree touched that with her foot.
There's tissues.
What?
there.
Feet are clean.
I did shower this morning.
Yeah, this morning.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I showered this morning as well. I wouldn't be eating.
I don't know how I managed that.
I just saw you moving stuff and I was like,
for
red.
what it's worth,
Yeah.
after playing Galaxy Trucker, I went straight back to my local gamer store, picked up all the expansions,
Yeah.
And used my free Google Bucks to buy the app because that game's just, it's dumb fun.
I understand that. Fair enough.
Which is right up Tom's alley. Dumb.
God, that'll
fun.
kill a man.
Would I be correct in assuming that Galaxy Trucker just sort of like maybe was a victim of not many people playing it?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
There was actually only 2 people didn't put a ranking for it.
Oh, okay.
That would
well,
be me.
just average.
And me, probably.
Yeah.
We gotta play the games,
rated
dude.
it.
Oh, it did?
Yep.
Because I think I watched the stream where you guys played it. I don't think I rated it very highly, though.
My issue with watching...
37th, not bad.
Yeah.
A lot of the times, the reason I stream Fridays is because that is like the only night I'm free. So when every other people are streaming on the other days, I can't like go join them. Which is why I think Moron was telling me that they like to watch streamers and game at the same time, and I'm like, I'm not even doing the gaming.
Yeah.
I'm not at home.
Yeah.
Oh, I feel guilty because we have so many friends on Twitch that I just don't have the time to watch.
And hey, that is how it is. But anyway, next game, pretty much consistent across the board, 40 points, with one person rating it a bit higher and one person rating it a little bit lower than 40. 7 Wonders Duel. It's a classic. It's a great 2-player game. Lachlan loved this. Put this just in his top 10. Well, a couple of others, all around the same place. But a few people haven't played it, so it hurt it a little bit. So this is. So that
You should put a dot next to all the games that I haven't played, and then slowly I need you all to play the games with me.
So that got 40.091 points. And the next game got 40.094. The next game is also one of the ones that got a very hard split. A couple of people all ranked it around. So Bree put this in her top 10. Chris put it just outside his top 10. Billy put it just outside his top 10. But then Lachlan rated it 14th worst. Beck rated it her second worst game.
I know what it is.
And this was my number 1 game.
Battlestar Galactica.
And I didn't rate it at all.
That's
And now
because I had fun playing
Gotta
that
stay
game.
out of that garbage fire.
I love this game. I will play this at any opportunity, and Beck is never invited to board games with me.
Tom
ever
got
again.
so angry when I played this game with him because he was like,
I'm so-
she's lying,
I was so
everybody. And they're
proud
like,
of you.
Impassioned.
no, Bree tell truth. And Tom's like, Bree lying.
You cried on stream.
Then again, she does
And
that
no
a lot.
one would believe me that she was putting it on.
People were messaging me being like, Bree's legit crying. And I'm like,
No, she's fucking not.
what did you guys do?
I love Battlestar. It's a great experience. I know it's not the perfect game. I know it's not super balanced. I think Lachlan's a little too harsh on it because he had one bad game, but that's Lachlan. Beck, what are your thoughts on it?
Okay, I'm not a fan of this game. I will probably go out of my way to not play this game. And I think it relies too heavily on the idea that you know and love Battlestar Galactica, which is fine. The reason why I rated it so lowly is because I did not think it should be that high, and you told me we were averaging this out. And I really disliked that game enough that I was like putting it at the bottom, and if it gets shuffled up, it gets shuffled up.
Yep.
And it didn't. So
I mean, it's in the top 20.
yeah, that's fine.
Hey, hooray!
Crispy Pauline, hello!
How's everyone going?
Hello.
Mac the Void, Sanctioned Gaming, Jay Kristen, hello. You can't see my face, so I'm going to stop talking and let these guys.
Hello, everyone. How are we all doing? Thank you for the raid.
Exclamation nerd speech.
Oh my god, how are we going?
Welcome, one and
Midget
all.
Nerd, Mac the Void, Sanction Gaming, Jay Kristen, there we go. Warlock Foxfire,
Say them all faster.
Say them 10 times faster.
Go.
Elizabeth, Nerds of the West,
No, that's us.
NOTW Cowboy Bot.
Nice.
Anyway, you
Love
going to
it.
say what we're doing today?
Oh, guys, we are, welcome to the end of year stream. We are ranking all the board games that we have played throughout the year. If you don't know who we are, we're Nerds of the West. We play board games and video games here on the internet. Yeah, and this is our Christmas stream, so thank you for joining. What
you're
have
new
you guys
here-
been up to?
If you're new here, exclamation your favorite color in chat.
Yeah.
Tom, I'm not. Tom's
gotta-
also here behind
You
the
got to
camera.
get used to that because you have pretty
shoutcaster.
colored lights now.
Yeah.
That is true. Fuck. I love how my gift is just like further like build gear for.
Yeah.
All right, fine. I'll take it back.
No, don't, I like the lights.
So welcome one and all. We are currently
Thank you,
ranking
Sanction.
the games that we have played in 2020 on stream or otherwise. And so far we are just over halfway through, starting at the bottom
this
and
is
working
Tom.
our way to the very top game. So you've come in at
We
a perfect
tolerate
time.
Can we get a yeet from Tom, please?
Could you get a yeet?
Currently our discussion
Or do you actually
revolves...
want something to yeet something? What have I got to
Oh,
yeet?
don't.
Oh,
Wrapping
don't.
don't.
paper, probably.
Don't.
Stop.
Freaking
No.
pterodactyl cat that
cut
nearly took out most of our equipment.
So the way we've done this list is everyone gave these games a point value, with 1 being the lowest and 65, because there are 65 games, the highest. Anything that was in someone's top 10 got an additional bonus points. So 65 became 75, 64 became 73. Anything in the bottom 10 got negative points. So a number 1 game became a 0.1 game, number 2 became 0.2, and then we've averaged them all out. We are now in the top half of the games. We just hit my favorite game, which unfortunately is my partner's second least favorite game. But we love each other, and we're going to keep on trucking through.
I've been in this for too long now. I've
pretty
invested too
live
much.
with each other now.
We actually do live with each
Yeah.
other now.
You don't have a choice.
The next game is another one that is
What?
up here simply because everyone enjoyed it, gave it pretty much the same points. A couple of 49s, a couple of 45s, a couple of 33s, 35s. So with 41.57 points, Ishtar. Bruno Cathala is a
Ishtar.
fantastic game designer, and just in general, this was a really solid game. Billy basically put Ishtar and 5 Tribes right next to each other because they're his game. Bruno Cathala designed both. Really,
I will say Ishtar is stunning to look at. Like, I think Ishtar's a beautiful game. I know other people think otherwise. But
it's
Ishtar
in the top right corner
right
behind
over
Bree's
there.
head there.
Yep. It's
Behind Taco Cat.
beautiful game, and it's actually a fun one. I had a lot of fun with that one, even though I don't think I gave it a super high score. Also, how rude of us! Bloody.
Use your words, bud.
Yep. Crispy Pauline. Sorry.
Chrissy.
What were you guys doing? How did your stream go?
What's happening?
Yeah, what's going on?
You're so good at
What's
it.
going on in the world?
Well, no, actually, someone did attempt to ask earlier, but it just got glossed over by all the follows.
Oh,
Yeah.
Dance Commander.
Sorry.
Dance
Oh.
Commander.
Speaking of,
Hey, Sean.
if I remember correctly, Sean was here to play Ishtar with us.
So Sean, what were your thoughts on
Because
Ishtar?
Sean loves 5 Tribes, doesn't he? He actually asked to be on our 5 Tribes stream.
Yeah. But yeah, Ishtar's stunning, fun game. Well,
Fair enough. Well, it scored average to high. So.
Yep, but also ended up pretty much exactly the same place that we put it on in the board originally. It was originally in 44th on the board and ended up in 45th.
Okay.
Close.
Okay.
Nice.
Pretty decent.
Chrissy was playing Mysterium with a bunch of
Oh,
people.
heck yeah.
Oh, how good's
We didn't get to
Mysterium?
play Mysterium this year. Or
We
was
did.
it Mysterium Park?
We did
Oh, we did the
Mysterium with
digital
Board
version
Game
with Board Game
House.
House. Of
Yeah.
course we did.
We need a promise to play Mysterium next year because I love that game.
You know what? Like, I don't usually like playing it, but playing it on PC, I really loved.
It was
like
fun.
that made that like a really good game.
some games really adapt well.
Yeah, but yeah, there's a new.
It's probably because you don't have time going.
Oh, wicked.
Yeah, that is. though, there was just a lot of like grunts from a lot of ghosts.
Ghost grunts.
The next game is one that's jumped up a decent amount, 34th up to like 46th. No one put this in their top 10. One person did put it in their bottom 20, but everyone else fairly average, around 40-50 points. So with 41.7, so just a little bit better than Ishtar, a game that we're pretty partial to here, Fluttering Souls.
Yeah.
Designed here in Perth.
We have a vested interest in this game.
We do, we must admit. If you want to know the full story behind this game, we did a PAX online panel that you can check out on our YouTube channel. You can hear the designer, Joel Lewis, talk all the way through his entire design process. I think it's a really great video.
I'm very impartial to this game because Joel is actually one of my best friends. But I think he made an absolutely excellent game. It's gotten the Dice Tower approval.
Yeah, got Tom Vassal's
approval. It also was recently featured on Shut Up and Sit Down's their preview videos that they were doing. And yeah, ultimately, I just love the game. Once again,
quick, easy two-player game. Everyone can play it. Everyone can pick it up.
And it's beautiful. That too.
There's just kind of lovely story
behind
to
Chris's
it as well.
head on the left there.
Yeah. I just want to quickly go through chat for a sec. So Sean, it was good, better than 5 Tribes. I'm on the fence. I'd still lean to 5 Tribes. So that's talking about Ishtar. Chrissy Pauline, it was hard. I was the ghost.
Oof,
and she was a difficult ghost.
Hysteria?
It's the worst thing is the ghost where one person understands where you're coming from and everyone else is shitting on you.
I will shit on you till the day I die, Tom.
That's
You can take me out of context.
That's pretty much just the theme of Nerds of the West, though. It's like
that.
Tom put up one Facebook post yesterday in which clearly autocorrect got the better of him, and everybody was like, "Oh my God, Tom is so bad at grammar," and it's like,
yeah, but Tom sucks at grammar, so
I didn't.
I feel like me and Tom shitting over each other is like a personal relationship of me just being like, "How did you break my shit again?"
It wasn't even your shit.
Alright, moving swiftly on. We have board games to talk about.
Tom is a shit ghost.
I'll fight you, Stephen. Moving swiftly along, we're getting basically into the top 20-ish games now.
Interesting.
This one,
spicy bets.
This one I put just outside my top 10.
WWE Super Showstars.
Number 1.
Superstar Showdown's still up here.
I'll just put it right there just for now.
Sick, beautiful.
Alright, nice.
I put it just outside my top 10. A couple of other people put it pretty high. Reese put this just in his top 10. And Chris put this somewhere near the bottom, but still not quite that bad. This was our Christmas special game, Die Hard.
Die Hard. Interesting.
I'm very happy to see this up this high. I don't think mechanically this game is that good, but it is just so much fun to play.
Once again, I'd like to hear Chris's thoughts on...
Die Hard was fun. I'm gotta say, it reminds me a lot of Doom, Resident Evil 2, those kinds of games where it's like you move, you take your actions, you have action economy, you're all working together. Of course, it's a game where there's one villain, which I thought was pretty cool. It's got that Mario Party sort of vibe to
John
it.
McClane.
It was a fun game, and you could probably only play that game once or twice before the story, because the actual story of the game is the same every time.
Yeah.
So, of course, it doesn't rely on random elements and things. But having said that, because it's a created story, it's almost like a linear storyline, the design that has got into it is really good. Mm-hmm. So the first couple of times you play it, it is really good and it has a lot of structure. And I feel it's very balanced. It might be John McClane versus the world, but of course when you're playing John McClane you can't die. The villains are always working together and they all have to sort of like try and use their most powerful cards, but they're all also a little bit sort of incompetent and they can't match everything up as well as they can. Yeah. So it is a lot of fun to play. However, it's just a sad case of I enjoy so many games on this list that unfortunately there are lots that I would have preferred to play over Dark.
I guess it's one of those things where it doesn't have much replayability after playing it.
I don't think I could play it more than once a year, but I'm also more than happy to pull it out every Christmas to play.
Yeah. We did actually talk about it in our Die Hard stream last week, because it's basically once you do both sides of the table, you've kind of played it, and that's pretty much it. Like, it was a fun game, and I liked it because, again, I am an easy-to-please person, and if you have a good shot of winning, that rates it as a pretty good game for me. Unfortunately, I think when we did the ranking, I hadn't played Die Hard yet. I just watched you guys play it. So, but yeah, like
the next game is 0.5 points above Die Hard, so not the biggest jump, but like still creeping up there a bit. This is our highest ranked 2-player specific game. There is a higher game that some people prefer at 2 players. But Fox in the Forest Duet
Okay.
comes in, what's this?
I was like, this is the only like 2-player game left on the table.
Except
48.
Basker's still here.
I mean,
No worries, Chrissy. Thank you very much. Have a good snack.
thank you so much.
And thank you for the lurk.
Yeah.
And thank you for the raid. And thank you for everything. Thank you for bringing the nice people here.
I can't recommend Fox in the Forest Duet enough. I didn't rank it that highly, but that's not because I don't dislike it, just because that's where it fit with the games that I would prefer to play.
Yep.
Trick-taking co-op is just the craziest idea, and they make it work
Yeah,
incredibly well.
it was very functional.
Yeah. Who else ranked it? From
Lachlan rated it just in his top 10.
yeah.
So 61 points puts it at like it is like 7th or 8th best.
Yeah.
Everyone else gave it pretty consistent scores around the 40s.
Cool.
So yeah.
Awesome. So me and Lachlan actually played this on our YouTube channel. And I loved it. I loved the first game, the just Fox in the Forest. And I think Duet was just such a interesting take on co-op, because most 2-player games just pitch you together, like against each other.
Yeah.
Whereas this one was like, work together, but we still stick with the theme of trick-taking, and it sort of like goes into a dance of like playing between each other and trying to have like that mental communication without like actually saying what you're gonna do.
That's true. It's very unique, and I feel like it's a breath of fresh air, because like you said, a lot of 2-player games revolve around you versus an opponent. There can only be one winner, sort of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's certainly a very interesting and different game.
And once again, it's visually stunning.
Yeah. Agreed. It is the cutest game.
The thing that makes me rate games high is how good they look.
How good they look.
So the next one is a little not divisive, but a lot of people ranked this very similarly. So one person gave it 31, one person gave it 33, and one person gave it 36.
Kind of the opposite of divisive.
Divisive? No, divisive in that then one person gave this their second best game. So that gave its score up just a little bit. So with 43.71 points, Mechanica.
Oh, was it Billy?
Billy put this as his second favorite game.
Yeah.
We love Mechanica. Resident have been putting out some really awesome games.
Yeah.
Mechanica. If you haven't checked out, really interesting Mechanica, where you're just building up this little factory that you push your bots through, and you're picking up the right tiles for your factory and figuring out the little puzzle as you go along. Do y'all have Monarch? No, we don't, unfortunately.
I am close to getting it though. It is at my local game shop, and I just need to stop spending money on other things to be able to go buy it. But I do have a Surrealist dinner party on the way. It will be here in February, hopefully. Fingers crossed. So
now we hit the top 20. These are games that I would say. How much is it there, Reese? How much is Monarch? Because Stephen is going to buy it for you, I'm guessing. We'll figure that out. Stop spending money on us, Stephen.
I'll get back to you.
Yeah, these are all the games that we would highly recommend. One of these has jumped all the way up from 15th on the board to like 49th.
Just the way that you describe that sounds so backwards to me. And
it scored a 15 and now it's scored a 49.
No, sorry, there is the score and there is the place on the board. The score influences the place on the board. 15th.
All right, I'm out. I'll see you guys later. I can't do this anymore. One
Night Werewolf with expansions.
Whoa,
So
with
One Night
expansions.
Werewolf on its own, way back down in like.
Is it in the pile?
It
It's
might
in the
be.
pile.
It's in the pile.
One Night Werewolf.
I don't know if you can see, we have a pile down the bottom.
They can't. One Night Werewolf was 30th, and this is like 49th.
Interesting.
Quite a big jump.
Interesting.
Bree put this as her second favorite game.
Because I heckin' love
Chris
One
put
Night
it
Werewolf
just-
expansions.
Just in his top 10. Everyone else pretty consistently in the 40s, except for Lachlan.
Who
Who
hated
once
it?
again
hates it?
doesn't like
Who
One Night
can't
Werewolf.
lie and therefore doesn't like lying games.
Like, not gonna lie, when we play One Night Werewolf, it's like an anxiety attack the
Yeah.
entire time we
Yeah,
play
it's
it,
like
because
you
everybody's
get
just like,
worked
Who's lying? Who's not lying? I'm lying. No, you're not. Wait, what?
Yeah.
like
I
there's
thoroughly
been a
enjoy it.
few times that I've played and I'm like, I can't dig myself out of the hole that I'm currently in,
Yeah.
so I'm just gonna sit here and shut up.
But see, there are two sides to that coin because I'm a terrible liar as well. I love One Night Werewolf.
yeah.
Speaking of the jerk,
Oh,
Where's
hey.
it up? Hey,
Oh,
Lachlan.
Lockie!
Look
You're a
at
bad
you,
liar.
Mr. I can't play One Night
Yeah.
Werewolf. I feel like this is the opposite case with Exploding Kittens, right? Exploding Kittens with all the expansions doesn't work. One Night Werewolf, and I think it's because One Night Werewolf is essentially like a modular game,
Yeah.
where you can pick and choose what you play with. So
Yeah.
you can grab a little bit from that expansion, a little bit from that expansion.
because you can
And
change
make
the game up, it still feels fresh.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the one thing I love about One Night Werewolf is like it comes across as it markets itself as like a social deduction game, right? But I feel like it's more like a puzzle game where you've got to like pull the string and figure out how it unravels to figure out who's there.
Yeah, fair
But
enough.
the social deduction comes from you can push the string back in and trick everyone.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
true,
more sophisticated. In
Billy is wrecked. Oh god.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
oh no.
The next
Oh,
game,
no.
another one that has jumped up quite a ways. So this was 18th on our board before, so in the bottom 20 again. And
how are the cookies? We love the cookies.
Cookies
We
are great.
love them. They're so good.
delicious.
Now into the top 20. One person put this in their top 5. Other people put it consistently in the top 20. Any guesses from anyone based on
Skull.
any clue that's in chat right now? Possibly?
Doom. It's
Doom.
Doom.
It's Doom.
Damn it, because I was the one who put it in my top 5.
Yeah.
Look, I'm glad it made it to the top 20.
Top 20, man. This is a good game. It's a fun game. It is
Agreed.
not. It is not
My
a balanced
Discord
game.
picture is from Doom, and it's just like the Doom guy with my colored hair at the time going, I'm in danger!
Yeah.
Lachlan's asking how your present was, Beck.
It was excellent. The really funny thing, though, Lachlan, was I already own these socks. I was having a really shitty day at work, like last week, and I walked into
Cameron's
EB
about to die.
On it.
into EB Games, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do it. And so I bought myself some socks. But no, I really appreciate it. That hat is gonna be awesome. The other socks are gonna be really cool, and the bath bomb will be really great when I have a nice bath bomb. A bath.
So does anyone else want to share their thoughts on Doom? Because I feel like I'm talking a lot.
Well,
I like
I don't.
Doom.
That's just me though.
Doom was really fun and interesting. The reason is
see, that's
because
me as well.
those kinds of games where it's like action economy, you're moving around, you're shooting people, line of sight, etc. Like they all play similarly, but they all have their own shtick. And Doom, its shtick is that like the odds seem to be stacked so heavily against you, but then someone will come through with a chainsaw and go and like all hell breaks loose,
Yeah.
and somehow you come out on top, and it feels really triumphant and victorious.
It's never not fun.
Yeah.
Other games, like Zombicide is probably the best kind of example for the kind of deal. You just end up on the board doing the same thing over and over again.
Yeah.
Doom seems like they've put enough mechanics in and enough different stuff on the map that there's always something for you to be thinking about. And then because the demon player is a player that you're playing against,
Yeah.
there is more going on than just game mechanics.
Yeah,
and that just
agreed.
makes it a really solid game.
Agreed.
And I keep saying this. Doom has no right for the type of game that it is and the things that it features and the fact that it's like 10 years older than when it came out. It has no right being as good as what it is. Like it is cards overload the game. There is like confusing mechanics, dated mechanics. It's just so fun.
Yeah.
It's so good.
It's a lot of fun.
Who is Bearded Cricket?
A friend of Billy and Lachlan's who's
Okay.
with them
I'm just
getting
keeping
drunk,
an
I
eye on
imagine.
Billy.
Yeah,
Reporting
Sugoi.
about
That's-
their
Which
Wrecked
reminds me,
status.
Lockie, if you're
But also,
still
do we
in
want to go to the
chat,
pub after this?
what did Billy get you? Or, yeah, it was
Or-
Billy that got for Lockie, wasn't
Or have you not done that yet?
it? Maybe it's a secret.
Yeah.
The next one is another divisive game. 45.9 points, so only a little bit better than Doom, like 0.05 of a point better than Doom. This is a game that a couple of people put in their top 10. A couple of other people put around
I'm being
40,
cricket.
50 points, but one person put in their bottom 10.
Hmm.
You're looking at me?
No, I'm just looking out in general. This is one that has dropped a significant number.
I know what it is.
You're welcome to say it.
It's Dune.
It's Dune.
Because Dune went in my bottom 10. I did not like it.
No.
And I was probably
Cry a single tear for Gigastorm.
I was probably too kind to Dune. Like, I've given it 40 points, which even then, I'm still like, I don't know how often I'd actually play Dune. I am keen to play it again, to try it again.
Like, it's fun, but we also didn't finish it when we play tested it. Like, I never finished the game because we were like, it's taking too long.
Yeah.
But I think of it fondly because I managed to, like, screw everybody over so hard that I was like, yes.
But still got in the top 20.
I have a one-sentence review for Dune, and I am disappointed I missed out on the Eurovision Australia Decides, like, show to play that game. I am disappointed. It was
not worth it.
Wasn't worth it.
Any thoughts, Chris?
It's a very highly political game, and I enjoy that aspect of a board game. That happens a lot in like Magic the Gathering, and I think of that as a really complex component to a game where you've got mechanics, and then you've got like the people sitting at the table. Who really can bring it into
my
an
problem with
experience.
Dune is the politics relies on the mechanics, and the mechanics aren't that solid.
Fair enough.
There are a couple of teams that you have to pretend like you've got something going on, but that means it's really easy to call you out on it if you don't have something going on.
Yeah.
Which just breaks the politics side because everyone could just shit on you and you can't do anything about it.
Yeah. My thing was because we ranked it at like the start of the year.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is fucking sick. I love Dune. Woo! But like and this is where I came into ranking the games. I kept noticing it was going down and down and down and down and down on the list because there was just so many other games that I'd pull out over Dune. And that's when I was like, it's not that great of a game. Like it's not
realization.
Well,
it's not bad, but like, and I had a lot of
Billy
fun
was one
with
of the people that ranked it in his top 10 and said, amazing game, wish I played it more.
Yep.
So it'll probably happen at some point. I know
I'm
there's
pretty
people
sure
in chat who
Billy's
are
an
keen for it.
alien.
Billy is
Like, I'm pretty sure. Like,
Billy has bad opinions.
My favorite thing about when we played Dune was the fact that I got pizza that night.
Oh, that was at my
That
house.
bad, was it?
Yeah.
That
was
bad.
sick.
No, because I got pizza.
Oh yeah, but like the game itself didn't give you the pizza, did it? Also,
No,
that was very, very loud.
God damn it, Steven.
The next
damn it.
one is another fairly divisive game. We get a pretty decent jump in points here, so from 45.9 to 47.2 points. This is a game that a couple of people ranked in their top 10 and a couple of other people ranked in like their bottom 20, 25.
I'm paying
no.
attention, it's fine.
It's not as divisive, but it's still like pretty decent jump between people. But I think this is fair for this game. It's a game that gets played a lot here and a lot by a lot of other people. I know Derek doesn't like this game, but Derek
Derek from Board Game House.
Derek from Board Game House. We love Derek, but man, you are.
I feel like Derek is suffering from Billy syndrome, in which no one
Dr.
respects his opinions.
Dr.
So he's an alien.
Collins.
Dr. D.K. Collins.
And if you're not following Board Game
Derek.
House,
Please follow Board Game
don't follow
House.
Board Game House.
Guys,
Hang on, we'll do a
follow
shout
our
out.
friends Board Game House.
We can't say it enough. Anyway, back to games. Coup.
I am.
Coup,
Interesting.
I think deserves to be in the top 20.
I just realized when Derek said he didn't like the game.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was
Okay.
like, when did Derek say he didn't like Coup?
Stop it. No, you stop it. No, you hang up.
What?
Oh, okay.
I'm talking to Stephen. Yeah, Coup, it's fun, it's easy, you can teach it quick. There's, once again, it's the same thing as Dune, which is why I'm kind of okay with them being right near each other.
Teamwork.
The table politics relies on the mechanics, but I feel the mechanics are a little bit more solid in
That
Coup.
might be enough for the rest of the.
I'm hoping so. I don't want to have to move anymore.
So Coup is 16th on our
Worst
list.
comes to worst, we just.
So really, yeah. Anyone else thoughts on Coup?
I enjoy Coup.
Simple game.
I don't enjoy playing Coup with Callum.
Where did I rank Coup on
That's
my
because
list?
Callum's too good at Coup.
Yeah.
Coup is not a game that you can solve, but Callum has solved Coup.
He's a big brain boy.
My opinion on Coup is that there's like only one real way to play the game, and that is everyone's a duke in the first round, and then no one's a duke.
That's more of a
where
meme.
we've solved the meta, yeah. Where'd Chris put it on his list?
Chris was one of the people who rated it a bit. Oh no, Chris put it in his top 10. Sorry, you were one of the people who rated it a bit lower.
Yes.
Mine,
Yeah.
it had to be in the middle for me, like top 20.
No, you put it in your top 10. Just
Oh, really? Okay.
I think mine was just based on how often we played it, and I'm like, it gets pulled out anyway, so there's no reason for me to be like, let's pull it out at my game nights, right? Like,
Yeah.
That's fair enough.
Yeah, so it's like, it's interesting because I've picked games that I like, even though I haven't played them often.
Yeah.
You've picked games that you'll pull out to play.
Yeah. Ones that I'm like constantly like, you fucking need to play, like Die Hard, right? I would pull that out for so many people. I'd whip it out and just, there you go. Die Hard.
Yeah.
You know.
Fair enough.
The next two games,
Side by
really
side.
interesting. Once again, an exact tie.
Cool.
Which, when you're like with this many votes,
Should we just yeet WWE superstars off the board? Because there's no way it was
I
in
didn't
the
even
top
realize
20.
it was still there.
Just put it in that gap down there next to Sheriff.
Sure.
47.
But it deserves to be at the top.
Oh yeah.
47.379 points exactly. These are two games that people gave pretty consistent scores to. One person put this one of the games as their third best, but both of these games. Another person put it a lot lower, bottom 20. But two games that were hurt by people not having a chance to play them.
Yep.
This is also a game that this is the one that I was saying is preferred to play at 2 players, but isn't a 2-player specific game.
Yamatai.
Yamatai.
Yeah.
Didn't even give us a chance to guess.
Sorry.
And the Spiel des Jahres winner, Pictures.
Interesting.
Billy apparently did not like Pictures.
Have I played Pictures?
I think
you have
Nemesis
not.
did. No, I didn't play it either, so...
That was me, Tom, Lachlan, and Billy.
Pictures, once we played it though, we whipped it out at parties when we had a chance to go to them. Cannot recommend that game enough.
I loved Pictures.
It's so much fun.
And I'm surprised Billy hated it.
It's now the kind of
Yeah,
game
but
where I'm
it-
like, have I
He
played it
didn't put it
before?
in the bottom.
Billy's
Okay.
done the old
It's
switcheroo on
Yeah,
just
yeah.
about everyone. I'm surprised maybe he thought that like number 1 was supposed to be the top and
Yeah.
then 63 was supposed to be the
No,
bottom.
I was
accept
on a
that.
Discord call with Billy when I was organizing mine,
Oh,
and he was
hey.
organizing his, and like he was like, Taco Cat goat cheese pizza down the bottom because I fucking hate that game.
Oh, really?
Fair enough.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Can't help but notice it's still up here though, so that's good.
Yamatai, I actually... Seeing Yamatai, I was like, I really want to play
You know
Yamatai
that
again.
word.
And it's like,
Yamatai?
Oh.
Yamatai was fun with 3 and 4 players, but playing as 2 players is completely different and really fun as well for such a big box game as well.
Much bigger challenge at 2
Yeah.
players.
Yeah.
But it changes up the mechanics enough that it feels like a different game.
Okay. So it's almost like having 2 games in the one box.
Well, so normally in Yamatai, you take your turn, and depending on what turn you do, ends up on the order of turns that you do next time. In Yamatai 2 players, you take 2 turns, but the order of the turns is once again depending on what you
Trying to
pick.
stretch out.
So
Right.
you can strategize to take 1 turn first and 1 turn last,
Yeah.
or
yeah.
2 turns
So
right
you
next
got
to each
More
other.
info. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It's really cool.
And then, visually stunning game as well. Beautiful. But yeah, it just, and I think when me and Billy played, there were like times where we couldn't tell who was going to win.
Yeah.
And we were like, this could go either way. And I think I got stomped, but like we were just like, this could go either way. That's my opinions on those games.
Yeah. In 13th place, another divisive game.
Doom.
Someone put this just in their, or just outside their bottom 20, or someone else put this as their number 1 game.
Oh.
Other people put it either just in or just outside their top 10, which is why it's gotten all the way up here. With 47.79 points. Billy's favorite game, Terraforming Mars.
Yep.
Terraforming
Get in there, fella.
Mars.
I
His
think
comment, all caps, best game of all time. It's the same as me, where we're biased towards a certain game because we love it. We know it's not perfect, but really fun game.
I was gonna say, I think I still rated.
Oh,
Silver Letter 7!
Yay!
Welcome to the stream, everyone.
Oh, everyone's rating us today.
And all the beautiful
Welcome,
raids
one
tonight.
and all. Thank you so much. We are first of all, we are Nerds of the West, just in case you haven't seen us before. We are currently ranking a list of board games that we have played in 2020, because that's what we do on the channel. We're friends who play board games with one another.
Wait, what?
Yeah. Damn,
friends?
how did I not know this?
We play
Wait,
board games?
We are very close to the top of the list, so you came in at the perfect time. We have
Just gotten to 13th. Now, I will say, this isn't us objectively saying what game is better, just if given the opportunity, what would we play? There was a bit of maths involved, and we've just averaged out everyone's opinions, given some bonus points and negative points to stuff at the top and bottom.
I don't like.
If you're new here, you can't see my face right now. I am Tom.
Tom
and
is the spirit that haunts me.
Yeah.
Exclamation, your favorite color in chat is the rule if you're new here. So exclamation red, exclamation blue. I'll let other people say anything that they want to say before we move on to the next game.
How y'all doing, guys? How you doing, Silver Medal Tavern? What were you doing? What were you streaming? How's your day been? You been good? You good, man? You doing good? Yeah.
He has to go. Morin has to go pick up a pizza in like 15 minutes. I'm going to miss an exciting part of the business end.
Lost the solo of Everdell.
Oh.
That
Everdell.
is one we need
Be
to
fast,
finish.
man. Be fast,
It's
moron.
here somewhere. Or
It's
it's at my
hiding.
house somewhere.
Yeah.
Anyway, Everdell is a game that we wanted to get to the table this year and couldn't, unfortunately, just didn't
Yeah.
fit.
I sent Lachlan like a list of games that I want to play next year
Yeah.
because I thought he wanted a list of games and then he was actually after something else. But I was like, here's a list of games that I want to play next year, and Everdell was on there. I was
But
like,
we just put Terraforming Mars as our 13th favorite game. And coming in at 12th is a game that got a couple of really high rankings.
I was just going to
Also,
say.
don't worry, moron. If you miss, you can watch the VOD replay.
We're going to edit the top 10 into its own video.
Or
Yay!
okay, yep, that too.
So we'll do a bit more of a fanfare for that. I was just going to say for Terraforming Mars, because I've only ever played that game once, and I played it when I was early into board gaming. I remember enjoying that game.
Yeah.
Like, it was
You
definitely...
put it in just outside your top 20.
Because-
no, in your top 20. I can't
because I remember enjoying that game the last time I played it.
Terraforming Mars is top 10 for Silver Medal Tavern.
So
I have not played the game.
This is a game that has dropped a little bit. Not due to any problems specifically. Once again, Billy put it a bit lower than everyone else, but everyone else pretty
Billy with his
consistently.
fucking...
And one person helping it out by putting it as their favorite game. So if anyone's favorite game hasn't come up yet and you want to give it a quick guess,
Definitely Taco Cat.
Right. Or maybe Scythe.
it's not Taco. might be what, Chris?
Scythe,
It
maybe?
is in fact Scythe.
That's what I think
Just
that was
outside
my
the top
favourite.
10. But a decent jump up, 49.3 points on the average.
Who was its favorite?
Chris.
Yeah, that was before, of course, I added Roll for the Galaxy directly to the top. And then above that, WWE Superstar Showdown, so...
You want to...
Go on, why don't you say why the game's bad first?
I did not...
Oh, sorry, I thought that's what
I did
you
not
meant.
lowly rate Scythe at all.
Okay.
I did not rate it because I did not play it. However, one thing I will say is the one thing Tom
please.
told me
Thank you.
is he was like, you won't like this game.
No, I'm good, thank you. Beck will struggle with Scythe. Yeah, a couple of people rated it in...
Why
Or one
not?
person rated it in the 40s. Like
It's a heavy
decent split
thinker,
on the game.
and apparently
And-
I'm not good at heavy thinking games.
No, it's not that. It's heavy thinking that presents itself as something else. So your brain gets a bit warped.
If you're wondering, Bree rolled her eyes at me because that's such a classic dude thing to do.
That I know how you play games.
You don't know me.
Robinson Crusoe has got to be up there. We did not play Robinson Crusoe.
I think 3 of us have a copy of that game.
Yes.
Still haven't played it.
I've owned that copy for like 6-7 years and it has never been played.
Also, Robinson Crusoe, not Caruso.
Caruso.
So this is the last game before the top 10. So if you're looking...
Scythe has high crit multi, right?
Yeah, I read that.
We're gonna have a quick look if you guys want to list off the games that haven't been placed yet.
Our options for the top 10 include
Right.
If you just want to move the board down a bit.
Gaia Project,
There is 11 games left.
Guild
Yes,
Master,
because we've got one more before the top 10.
Santorini,
Okay.
New York, Clank in Space, Colt Super Express, Horrified, Terra Mystica, Funfair, Taco Cat Goat Cheese Pizza, abbreviated with that acronym, Clask, and Skull. So place your bets, ladies and gentlemen.
Placey bets. If you got any thoughts on games that are gonna be top 5, top number 1, whatever is gonna happen.
Look,
No, yeah, Dark Scythe.
I can say we start getting a pretty decent split in points, apart from when we hit 7, 8, and 9 are all very close, and there is an exact tie for 9 and 10.
Look, I will say, remembering what I put on my list, most of these are up there. The only one I'm surprised is still here is Clank in Space.
I reckon that's going to be 11.
Yeah, because I'm like, from what I saw of Clank in Space, it wasn't super groundbreaking.
No.
But I do know there are people that are fans of Clank.
Hang on, Moran. I have a justification for you when Reese is done.
But yeah, these are all games that I believe I ranked fairly high.
Anything in the top 20 we highly recommend. Anything in the top 10 at this point, because there's a tie between 9 and 10, you'll always have a good time with. This game, I think, is a little bit unfair as to where it is, purely because one person ranked it a little bit lower than everyone else. Everyone else put this just in their top 10 or just below, and unfortunately, once again, got hurt a little bit by a few people not having a chance to play it. But I think given the opportunity, most people would thoroughly enjoy this game. It is an adaptation of another game that we have loved.
Santorini?
No, Bolt Super
Bolt Super
Express.
Express?
Oh, interesting.
Because Reese gave it 32. It's the only reason it's not in the top 10.
Yeah, it wasn't super groundbreaking to me. Not as groundbreaking as what Clank is, apparently. Clank is more groundbreaking because there's ground that you have to descend to. Moron.
Good reason.
Also, Silver Metal Tavern said Robinson Crusoe. Did I pronounce it right?
Swiss Family Robinson edit. That's amazing.
Yeah, it's so tough, and that's why I want to play it, to see how tough it is. I've been told it's pretty bad.
I'm keen. As long as it's not... What's the really bad, hard one that we played? The Ghost one? Ghost Town? Or
Ghost Stories.
Ghost Stories.
Don't buy Ghost Stories.
We tried Ghost Stories a couple of times, I think. We couldn't
not
get
fair.
it.
We had, back when we were in the old... in Lachlan's house.
Me. I decided not to say it on stream. It's fine.
Back when we were in Lachlan's house, we dedicated an afternoon to try and win Ghost Stories.
Yeah.
You can't win that game. It is a broken game. Do not buy Ghost Stories.
Have we played Tapestry? We played it once and never felt like playing it again.
I have very strong opinions on Tapestry, which we can either go into now or we can...
We can go into later.
Is Tapestry on the list?
No.
Now, hello YouTube, you can't see my face, but we are hitting the top 10. These are our favourite games that we played in 2020. And to make it extra special, the first two games in the top 10 are...
Silver Metal Tavern wants to stream Ghost Stories with...
Sure, why not?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's just do it.
Top two games are an exact tie with 52.404 points once averaged out between everyone.
I need to clarify. Does that not technically make Colt Super Express
in the top 10?
The top 10?
It does, but...
Well, if two are
depends how you
tied
rank your
for
list.
9 and 10,
then yeah, you move the other ones down. Anyway, so we have in an exact tie because people rated them both pretty consistently, and also, unfortunately, they got a few negative points because people didn't get to play them. Santorini, New York, and Clank in Space.
And Clank in Space.
Both games
Both
I
of
have
these
not
games,
played.
both of these games were in my top 10. I will happily play either of these games at any time.
Sorry.
And
So
everyone
much
else
time
ranked it in their top 20, so these games got up there.
Nice.
Interesting.
I think we've established sliding
I
doesn't
think
really
both Bray
work.
and I have not played either of these games.
No.
So
Which is
we
really
need some
unfortunate.
expert opinions.
I just played Santorini, New York, which I think is a much more improved version of Santorini.
It's more complicated, which some people don't like. Some people loved the simplicity of Santorini. But
Best Santorini, Minecraft Santorini.
I was about to say,
Yes.
like, you know Santorini
Yes.
is a simple game when you can translate it into Minecraft.
Yeah,
That was incredible, by the way.
that was.
Tom
That
set
was
that
fun.
up.
We'll do that again.
we'll do it.
Yeah.
That was fun.
That
Azul
server
was
still
better,
exists
but
somewhere.
you know, whatever.
Yeah.
I actually really liked Azul.
Azul in Minecraft.
In
Did
Minecraft.
we made that a YouTube video, didn't
Oh,
we?
and,
It
Tiny,
should be.
and Tiny Town.
It is
Tiny Town.
Oh, Tiny Town
Tiny-
is sick in
Tiny
Minecraft.
Towns doesn't work as well.
Because
Anyway,
you have to have a Google Doc open at the same time.
Like, when we tried to play Love Letter in Minecraft, because nobody could get the whole, like, oh, we need to hide what we... so they'd walk out with their card, and everybody's like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
oh,
Hey,
you got
Clank
the
in
princess
Space.
there, do you?
Feels bad, man.
I love deck building games. I love the idea of using deck building to move around a board. Clank in Space added a few extra things that just made it an extra bit of a challenge without complicating it. I think it's a really great looking game, even if it is simplistic. I love all the references because I'm a sucker for sci-fi. I, once again, played that game once and then went out and bought all the expansions.
Yeah.
Admittedly, it was my birthday, so...
You buy yourself birthday presents?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, can't speak highly enough.
I believe we filmed an unboxing that may never get seen of that.
Did we? And I just
Yeah, we
never
did.
edited that?
We did, because
That's
I
hilarious.
unboxed it.
I should probably go edit that. I totally forgot that existed.
Because we were like, let's do unboxings.
Wow, I totally forgot we did that.
We did one for Mariposas for sure.
But that came out. You
That-
can check
that
that out.
like-
Anyway, so that is 9 and 10. So in 8th place. So 8th,
close.
7th, and 6th are all incredibly close.
Oh, okay. I was like, hold on. If they're all tied,
We'll equal.
No. 53.3, 53.854, and 53.857.
Wow, that's close.
This one had just a lot of really consistent scores. 2 people gave it 53, 1 person gave it 54, and another person put it in their top 10. We have a comment from Billy, because in 8th place we have Funfair.
I would have liked to have heard Billy's comment before you told us what it
Billy's
was to
comment,
try and guess.
unfortunately, doesn't quite make sense.
Contains the
because
word
it
funfair.
is surprisingly good, given that I hated unfair.
No, actually, that makes sense to me because are they not like similar sort of games? It's
They
just
are. It's just
the one major
simplified.
mechanic is that you're not trying to fuck over everyone else.
That's exactly it. It removes any take that. It removes any complication. It's just a really simple tableau building game. Reese, I think you rated Funfair pretty highly.
Yeah, so I just bought this for my brother-in-law for Christmas. Alan, if you're watching, hello. Merry Christmas. The dealio with Funfair is... So, for those who weren't here when I shat on Unfair, I was like, Unfair wants you to be mean to everyone, but doesn't give you a reason to be mean to everyone. So, Funfair takes out all of that stuff and just lets you play the game by yourself, which is the way I think the game should have been from the start. It's really fun, really casual, and it's just like, it's not super competitive, and you just focus building on things in front of yourself, you know? And I think it is also one of those ones where I can easily see Funfair being like a gateway game. Like, not so much the first game you'd introduce to someone, but maybe like the 3rd or 4th when they're like...
To show them new mechanics and to show...
Yeah.
Like, it's a game where you've got to be thinking ahead, but it doesn't break your brain to think ahead.
Yeah, you know, I'm going to teach you what board games are by showing you, like, Ticket to Ride and whatever else you would show them. And then it's like, cool, now that you've got the grasp of what board games are, here's Funfair.
Funfair, given how close these scores are, Funfair was hurt quite a bit by people not having a chance to play it.
Yeah.
Because it only came out like 2 weeks ago as of streaming this.
Yeah.
Because you guys insist on playing games when I cannot be here.
It's a shame, but that's how schedules work.
Yep.
So 3 people didn't get to play this game, which means it was multiplied by 0.9.
Yep.
Or, so yeah, little bit unfortunate.
Enjoy your pizza, moron. And those watching on YouTube, also tell Moron how much you want him to enjoy the pizza.
Enjoy your pizza more.
Do it in the comments.
Oh, what a bloody legend.
Here's Finger Guns.
Thank you for the follow, by the way.
Thank you, Fishmoo. Welcome in.
Fish me.
Also, apologies if you followed us and we didn't shout your name out.
Zero.
We've been here with a
It's
lot
been
of
a busy
followers.
day.
But also, we've had 1,000 followers on Twitch, so
And we're about to hit 4,000 on YouTube.
Damn.
So
Killing it. Thank you for being here, YouTube friends. This is a game that jumped up a decent amount. It was originally ranked 38 and is now ranked 60, like 1 if I'm doing my maths with the extra ones that we forgot to count.
Got boosted.
Couple of people in their top 10, but
I know what
also
it
a
is.
couple of people kind of low. Lachlan gave this 28 points and Billy gave it 44, with Billy's comment being just lackluster after playing Gaia Project.
Oh.
I know what it is.
Terra Mystica.
Yeah, Terra Mystica.
I still think this is a fantastic game. For me, I ranked this 3rd and Gaia Project 2nd, because to me they are practically the same game, and I will
Sure.
happily play either of them. We're getting into the heavy games now,
Yep,
but
yep,
I
yep,
thoroughly
But
enjoyed
Billy
this.
also loves Gaia Project, and I will never ever play Gaia Project with Billy ever again.
Really? That bad?
We'll
No, he
go
cheated.
into it when we get to Gaia Project.
Cheated.
Yes, Silver Metal Tavern. The finger guns thing is that's Lachlan, who is also on
Yeah.
the
And
channel, which I'm sure
wasn't
you've
even-
seen before.
That wasn't even a video. The original thing is just from like before filming. He
Yeah.
did that one day. And we're like,
give
that's
him
the
finger
thing
guns.
now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
the finger guns. You just got him to record a bit of the top of it.
Beef. Hey,
It's
Slippery
beef.
Beef.
Merry
Hey.
Christmas, you filthy animal.
Um,
Yeah, 53.854 points, and then next
Actually,
game
I'm just gonna quickly note.
53.857.
I just want to cut you off there, Tom.
No, we're...
I just want to say I ranked Terra Mystica higher than Gaia Project. I
Wow,
actually
okay.
prefer Terra Mystica.
I think I'm with you on that one.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, I didn't get to play Gaia Project. I only
Yeah.
I only watched.
No,
playthrough.
I think the moment they introduced the space theme, my brain switched off. It is like functionally the same game, though there are like minor differences.
They cleaned a lot of stuff up, the guys.
Yeah. I think the fantasy theme of Terra Mystica is really what sells me on Terra Mystica though.
The thing, like, I had never played Terra Mystica until this year, actually.
No, really?
Because honest to God, when I played Terra Mystica for the first time, I thought it was a 10-minute game.
And how wrong you were!
How wrong
Just
that
a
was.
quick game of Terra Mystica!
Because that is the running joke amongst our board game group, is that, let's just have a quick game of Terra Mystica. 3 rounds of Terra Mystica, let's go. So when we sat down to play it, I was like, and they started explaining the rules, I'm like, this is not a quick game.
No,
Yeah.
no, it's not.
No.
Yeah,
you so
and,
much.
and that's why we're always like,
And
who should go first? Quick game of Terra Mystica to
Yeah,
decide?
who goes first.
It very quickly became one of my favorite games.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
You're
All
welcome,
right.
Silver Medal Tavern. Alright, so the next game, once again, this is really interesting that these two are so close together when they are almost polar opposite in terms of complication. This is probably the simplest game on this list.
Oh
Oh,
no.
or Clask, maybe?
Hang on.
Couple of people rated this in their top 10, a couple of others. Once again, Lachlan rating this a bit lower, and hey, that's okay. Skull. It is Skull. It's fine.
Skull.
Skull's not quite in the top 5.
Skull is so old, we didn't have a date for it.
Yeah.
Because it's just one of
It's
those,
like a
like,
folk game, isn't it?
Yeah.
To me, you can put Skull and Terra Mystica right next to each other. The points are that close between them.
no, because
0.01.
you made it a
They're
point to not
different.
say that they were tied. They're not tied.
There we go.
Sure, hey, up to you guys. Skull, super basic, bluffing. You just have a good time,
We've got room.
tricking your friends. Also,
No,
it's simple enough that you can play in Minecraft. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
So who
As we have.
has thoughts on Skull?
It's a fantastic game. It's very, very simple, very easy to pick up, but
Yeah.
the complexity comes from the people you play with. So it's got complexity. It's a cerebral game. It's a political game.
And
That's
it's a
the first
bluffing
things I
game
really
for
enjoy.
people who can't lie.
Yeah.
100%.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Cool.
What do you reckon?
So our top 5. Can you guys just go over?
hold on. Funny anecdote. Once again, got it at PAX. I got Skull and something else for free when I bought another game. And I can't even remember what the game that I bought that got me for free. But I'm pretty sure we've played Skull
At every party.
like so many more
every
times.
You can't remember
Like-
what that game is because you got
I
Skull with it, right?
Don't know where Skull is at the
Skull.
moment,
It's
but if
over
you,
here.
my point is simply just if you pull it out, you can see how much we've played it. Like,
Yeah.
You know what I bought it with? Machikoro Legacy.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
can
and
I play that with you?
Yes.
Please?
Yes.
Thank you.
Play it.
That's one of the projects I want to do next year.
Okay.
So
But yeah, like, so I bought Machikoro Legacy, and then the lady
Yes,
at the
we know
booth
Slippery
was
Beef.
like, hey, we're trying to
We
get
love
rid
you.
of some of the smaller games. Do you want to take Skull or Savor of Salem? That was the other game, which is at the very
Town
top.
of Salem.
No, it's the Savior of Salem.
Oh,
Go fuck yourself. Yeah, so I bought that, and she's like, do you want to have one? And I was like, I don't know what they are. And she's like, nah, just take both.
Oh, that's so
So-
nice.
Sweet.
dude!
Holy shit!
What?
Whoa!
Oh my god!
Beef just
Sorry.
cementing himself in YouTube
What?
history by jumping into this point. 5,000 biddies.
Say hi, YouTubes.
Beef,
That's
man.
My
Thank you.
That's a
lord.
version of the canon I've never seen before.
Beef.
Merry Christmas. to you,
Wait
Beef.
until Curb hears about this.
Does that give him the top spot back? It does.
Absolutely would.
The war continues.
I'm gonna hit the button again just to see if it does that. It does. I'm just gonna keep having the lights going forever and ever.
That's
Do it.
fine. That's fine.
Wicked.
Fuck.
Totally fine.
Dude,
All
Merry
right.
Thank
Christmas.
you so much.
Merry
Merry
Christmas.
Christmas.
To everyone in chat as well.
Merry
Don't
Christmas.
feel...
Happy holidays.
This is-
Whatever you celebrate, I hope you have a good one.
Absolutely.
Actually, this is something I'll mention now. I've watched a couple of like Twitch streams where people kept gifting subs to other people. The one, like, it's Bruce Green from Funhouse. The one thing he says to people is spread the love. Like, pay it
Yeah.
forward. Like, if you've been gifted a sub, just do what you can in some other way. And I think that's something
Yeah.
we should start doing. It's like, if you get something, just pay it forward in some way in your life.
Yeah.
Especially just around the board game community on Twitch. If you're watching on YouTube and you're not watching board games on Twitch, get on it. It's such a fun way to learn new games. There's such a great
Yeah.
community here.
And I highly recommend following our friends. Also following the board gamers that have rated us in Chrissy Pauline and
Silver Medal Tavern.
Silver Medal Tavern.
And obviously Board Game
and
House.
Board Game House, who are probably our best friends on Twitch at this point.
We would not be here doing this if it wasn't for you guys, and so we thank you.
So, top 5.
Here we go.
You guys just want to have a look at what's there and take
Very
a couple
different
of guesses
games.
as
Like,
to what is going to go where,
they're
and then
all-
I'm going to tell you the points, but not exactly what
Very
game
different
is which.
games.
They are theatre.
Yes. Oh my god! It's done.
Thank you for gifting us up to
11
Silver Medal.
subscriptions? Or a 11?
You guys are champions.
Tier 1 sub, he's given a total of 7 to the channel because he's just such a cutie pie.
Damn.
Thank you, dude.
Spreading the love for our final Saturday stream of the year. We won't be here for Boxing Day, unfortunately.
It's like I'm gonna be working, and
Yeah.
I don't.
It's too hard. Anyway, back to the games. The games are what's important. You guys are important. The games are what's important. We're just here to have a good time. Thoughts on what is there?
All right.
Very different.
What do you pick? What's
Very
the pick?
All right.
different.
So let's hold on. Let's gather
Let's
them
put
all
everything
up.
together.
And we have, and let's go through what we've got. Right. So we've got Clask, which is like a competitive.
It's
like,
air hockey.
It's
Yeah.
air.
It's mini air hockey.
Dexterity.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
We have Horrified, which is a
Co-op
game. We have Taco Cat Goat Cheese Pizza, which is a party game,
A clusterfuck.
which was also given to us by a good friend Stephen, the theatre stuff. We have Guildmaster, which is a heavy worker placement.
Kind of a worker placement. It's in a tier of its own when it comes to what mechanics it's got, because
Yeah.
it mixes so many, but we'll get to there when we talk about
And
it.
we have Gaia Project, which is an updated reskin of Terra Mystica.
Literally on the box, it says a Terra Mystica game.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
So very different.
So,
I heard you said to gift a sub. Did I mishear?
I mean,
No, that's fair.
no.
All right, give us the numbers.
in terms of points, we have something on 54.5 points.
That's very
Okay.
high.
What's the?
57.1,
Yeah.
59.08, 62.1, and then the first place game has 67.4 points. First place game is far and away considered by everyone the best game.
The best game.
So knowing
I'm
that,
guessing
if
that.
you guys want to have a quick look around, and then I'm going to reveal some things.
Okay,
Well,
so
shall we-
I haven't played this one or this one.
All
I've
right.
not played
So
Guildmaster.
it wasn't even on my list.
Yep.
That's gonna drag it down a bit. I
Yeah,
think.
I've played these 3, and I know I'm pretty sure I did that one, like in terms of where they were on the...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Think because we've all played Clask.
Yeah.
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 And
there's-
we all highly talk about Clask. So
We've sat in that front room to play Class.
yeah, I'm comfortable saying Clask and Taco Cat will be 1 and 2.
Yeah.
I think so.
Then
You rated Guildmaster very high, and I
Yeah.
think that the people who voted for Guildmaster must have put it very near the top.
yeah,
So-
Seeing as it got
it might
dragged
suffer-
up when people didn't
For example,
necessarily
Bree and
play
I
it.
haven't played it, right? And Bex,
Reese,
you
where
played
did the
Guildmaster?
WWE board game end up? Down the bottom because we all forgot to rank it.
Yeah.
Next year.
Although our scores might drag Guildmaster down, it would only be because we didn't play it.
Well,
right?
in saying that, I feel like the same number of people have played all those games.
Well,
That's true.
I feel like more people have played Gaia Project, whether on stream or not on stream.
Sure.
I can tell you 2 people didn't rank Gaia Project,
That would be me.
Bree and
and
you.
4 people didn't rank Horrified.
Yeah, I think Horrified is going to be above Skull.
Yep. I think it's going to go Horrified, Gaia Project, and then Guildmaster.
Then Class, then TCG.
Yeah.
P.
Yep.
I think you're right there. I
Okay,
would
so you think
place
it's
my bets the
Horrified, Gaia Project, Guildmaster?
Yeah.
We'll stack them on the side.
Yeah, and then move Class.
All right.
Yeah.
So,
That's our
Yeah.
guess.
But I'm happy with everything but Gaia Project being in the top.
And I am unhappy with that.
Dissel. That's how I'm choosing to pronounce that.
That's your
Subscribing
name
with
now.
Prime.
Thank you so
much. Appreciate it.
No, I know.
Hey.
Hang on.
Sorry.
Diss
Diss
one,
one,
diss.
diss all.
diss
I
all.
just got it.
okay.
I just got
No,
it.
Dissel it is.
Got a level 4 hype train going as well.
Nice.
I love
Hype
Twitch.
train,
I love you
hype
guys.
train.
This is great. Let me
Silver Medal
take
Table,
two off the
100%. Horrified is hold on, it's up. Chat's moving. Horrified is the new gateway game.
Oh yeah.
That is.
Oh.
thank you
Got
for the
it.
biddies, Theatre Star.
It
You
It
absolute
has
legend.
Horrified. It has monsters that people can like identify with, so it's got something interesting to pull you
Well-
in, and then you get to play as a group, so you're not like I don't know the rules. What do I do?
Yep.
I've never played Horrified, but I saw a TikTok channel that basically reviews board games, and she explained it as set in the what is it? It's like the monsters universe.
The dark
Yeah.
universe.
The
Yeah.
dark universe. So all of the monsters that occur in that game.
Yo, just won the song.
Dude,
Oh my god.
Damn.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you so
Damn.
much.
killing the hype train all on your own.
Oh, guys,
Level 4 complete.
Dude, Merry Christmas.
guys, thank you so much,
That's
Mary.
incredibly generous.
So hey chipmunks, you better use up that super special subcolors now that you got it.
Yeah.
This
Yeah,
one
they're
just
all-
saw you're absolute legend.
Yeah, Grizzly
Wow.
Diz, you are
Legendary.
correct.
I'm not ever gonna get a chance to reveal what game is our fifth best.
Yeah,
Like,
It's
Yeah.
fine. We'll just leave it as a mystery and we'll talk about it
Yeah.
next year.
YouTube's gonna love this. No, guys, honestly, I'm speechless.
I'll start crying again.
I now I'm gonna start gifting subs. That's where we're at.
Yeah.
Fuck, guys.
Anyway, all right, we've talked about it enough. We're
Sure.
gonna let these things go.
Drum roll.
So as I said, 54.571 points. Steven, you didn't...
Never gonna stop.
We are at 100% hype.
No,
Okay.
we've just blown through all the hype train levels.
110%
Okay.
hype.
Absolutely
Oh my God.
everyone is
Shout
going to be
out-
subscribed to us by
Shout
the end
out
of today.
to Steven and shout out to everyone that have gifted
Yeah.
subs in the channel so far. If you have received a sub, please try and pay it forward at some point in your life.
I've been watching.
you so much,
This is from
man.
This One Disol. Been watching you guys for a long time, and I don't get to watch live much, but I really do enjoy your streams and videos.
That's
Thank you
actually
so
gonna make
much.
me cry. That's super sweet.
Thank you so much.
That is really
That
sweet.
is-
Thank you. I don't know what to say. Hey.
I know.
I'm just.
I'm going to come on camera now. I'm
Yeah,
fairly
yeah,
sure-
yeah.
I know where everything is now. I can pull out my phone if I get lost because I've forgotten the points. You guys, are the
Boy.
best. We love doing this for you. We love that you guys are loving this.
I love this
Microphone,
community.
turn around, please.
I'm trying not to cry.
Yeah.
Aw.
Yeah, after no spoilers, but after Mandalorian made me cry last night, I'm gonna start crying again.
110% for the 110 for the 110%.
Good job,
Oh,
Mom.
Laura, welcome back.
You're back just in time for the top 5.
five.
What you have missed so far is Colt Super Express at number 10, Santorini, New York, and Clank in Space. Same
9
amount of
and
points,
8.
but 9 and 8. You've got Funfair in 7, Terra Mystica in 6, and Skull in 6. What?
5.
Yeah, because they were both 9,
Oh.
right? And then we got 8, 7,
Right,
6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
5, 4, 3.
Anyway,
Fuck, guys. Oh my god.
thank you so much. We love you all.
Oh.
This is like a dream come true for these lads. So thank you
Fifth
so much.
place.
And
Alright. Drum roll.
54.7 points. I can say Class. Class was the 5th best game, and it just goes to show, one, you guys don't know what you're talking about.
A slippery beef redeems huge head mode.
Oh god, that's not gonna work at all.
God. Oh god.
Have fun. I don't even know how that looks right now.
Spin the
so,
monitor around.
It's not much work.
Sure. I'm sure it works.
Yep, well done, Biff. You've done this.
I can't wait to see what this looks like.
Because it's all in the
Just doesn't
wrong
work
sync.
at
Oh,
all.
Chris's head's pretty good. Everyone else is broken.
See, I always look good no matter what.
He looked like he was about to...
Wait, no. There we go.
Nope, this way.
I don't have a big head. That's fine.
I can't
Hello.
even.
You can come
Am I-
join my big head if you would
Hello.
like.
I'm
Beck.
good. Hi. I just
Anyway.
already have a big enough head.
Flask. Flask is fantastic. Like, any... I know. Any game that you can just pull out and teach people that quickly and have a great time. It's great to pull out at parties. We had a class tournament. That was a fun time.
Yes.
If I can play it while super hungover after attending the biggest rave of my life so far,
Spoilers.
then it's good enough. Spoilers, I'm playing a rave on New Year's Eve and I'm so
Race
good.
needs a booster seat. I'm so short, man.
Oh.
It's fine, I got it.
Yeah. Clask in 5th.
Beck's got the normal head.
Yep.
Yeah, it's because that one stopped working. I've got to pull the list up so I can get the exact points.
Well, you already
here.
gave the exact points.
I already taught it to you, but it's just so I'm a little bit more on the... Where's the Ned's list? Wow. In 4th place, any guesses now that you guys have?
Well, everything's out the window.
Horrified.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
We're still,
maybe.
yeah.
Yeah, I still think
with
Horrified's
Horrified.
next.
I can say you all forgot one very specific point.
Was it
What?
Kill the Invisible Man?
No.
The Invisible Man.
Yeah.
You can't
There
see him,
is
he's
a
invisible.
game that Billy doesn't like and rated as his
Oh.
second worst.
Billy!
In fourth place,
Of
I was
course,
there for
Billy
that.
takes the vote.
Taco Cat Goat Cheese
You
Pizza.
traitor.
Can we like override
Billy,
him?
you
Nope.
traitor.
Just like I did it to Battlestar, he did it to Taco Cat.
Billy.
I bet he's laughing.
That's why I
Right
made
now.
sure to tell you the points because there was a decent jump between each of these games.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm
So-
disappointed.
I know you all are. Lots of people gave this their number one, but
Yep.
it got hurt by Billy giving it second worst.
Yeah, that'll do it.
What was Billy's worst?
Betrayal at House on the Hill.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep, that makes sense.
That's fair enough.
Of course.
Yep. Taco Cat, once again, another game that you can just whip out and have a great time with.
Yeah.
It is just pure dumb fun. You play Snap, but you got dumb words, and the cards trick you, and there's special things to do where you clap your hands above your head.
I cannot.
We might even play it at the end of the stream, just for the lols.
It's
prove
guaranteed
Billy
to
wrong.
put a smile on the faces of everyone playing, whether you're new or old.
I've mentioned it before. I'll mention it again. We started selling board games at my work. I will recommend Taco Cat Goat Cheese Pizza to people that are like, what's a good game? And it's like
You're like,
this,
yeah.
because it's Snap, but it's not just Snap.
I recommend it to everyone, that even that like people that don't play board games, because I'm just like, I've bought 3 copies of it.
My sister loves it, and she's like got not a great attention span.
Yeah.
And like she's not good at it, but she still every time is like,
Yeah.
we play this game now.
Yeah.
Like,
No, that's sweet.
So good.
What a good game.
Yeah, like I think the last time we played it though, Billy was just god awful at it, like just so bad.
yeah.
So I understand why he's
I
like.
heard Tom promise to play Taco Cat Goat Cheese Pizza this stream
today. That's what he said.
I'm to do it now, Tom.
I did say it.
Don't let us down.
So, did you want to have a rethink about the 3 games that are there now? Or
Horrified
just go
number
right
1.
at it?
I swear, if Gaia Project
Yeah,
ends
at
up
this
number
point.
1, because isn't
I
that
would
Billy's
totally be
favorite?
okay with it. Like it was in
No,
my
Terra
top.
Mystica
We,
is,
we set them where they
Terraforming
are.
Mars.
We set them where they are.
Yep.
Let's see how wrong we were.
So, this next game got a little bit hurt by the fact that not everyone got to play it,
Right.
but also a little
Might be
bit helped
horrified.
by it because it was just averaging that out. So with 59.08 points, Horrified.
Yep.
Okay.
Not bad,
You weren't
not
that wrong.
bad.
The Invisible Man.
I'm happy with 3rd.
It's
That's
which is actually kind of surprising. I didn't rank it that highly, just outside. So I gave it 54. So what's that? Actually, no, that's just outside my top 10.
Yeah.
That's still pretty high. What the hell am I talking about?
that was like 4th on mine, 5th.
I can
I never
double
got
check.
that high on mine.
3rd.
Like
Third.
for me, the big problem was I didn't get to see you guys play it,
Sure.
so I
Yeah.
didn't have an
No,
opinion
no.
on it.
Yeah,
Reese
same.
not even. It was just. Well, I can't even do the math. Not 3rd.
Okay.
For all of us, so you gave it 65 points, Bree gave it 69 points, and I gave it 54 points.
Sure.
But then that all got averaged out, and it still remained pretty high.
That's-
And I
Interesting.
do not have a problem with that.
I super loved that game. That
Yep.
was so fun.
It was fun.
Big head modes off. Good.
Yeah, time's down eventually.
It's super fun. We need to play that again.
play it again. Other people need to
that
play
is
it.
a Halloween.
I
every
do
year
worry
game.
if other
Yeah.
people had played it, because some people don't like co-op games, it wouldn't have scored that
Some
high.
people,
Yeah.
Billy.
Billy.
But that's
Why don't
okay.
we include him in things again?
So,
Yeah, why is he on the show?
I know it's top.
Theatre Start.
Monster?
I got it for you, Taco Cat. All because I wanted to see the chaos. Moron. I played at least one game of Horrified. It seemed like a cool enough co-op game.
it's
Yeah.
really solid. The game that's in second, I gave
your
it
hands.
my second favorite game. Lachlan gave it his, I think that's what, 4th? A couple of people who didn't get to play it. Someone else gave it their second favorite. But it got hurt by the fact that one person at this table, while they enjoyed it, didn't put it that high. While the game that is in first, while it didn't have everyone playing it, was consistently in everyone's top 10.
Okay.
And remember, 67.479 points versus 62.17. It is a massive
That's a
jump.
big jump.
Oh, what a bloody legend.
That's it.
Perfect timing. You're coming
Emperor
right to-
Palpatine.
Palpatine. That's a
Good
sick
name. Good name.
I am curious to see where these games would re-rank if people got to play them.
Yes.
But I think the game that is number one would probably still remain number one because Lachlan gave it third favorite, Reese gave it second favorite, Lachlan gave it third favorite. I'm just going to reveal it now.
He said Lachlan twice.
So Reese and Billy gave it third favorite.
Yeah.
So the averaging helped it, but then hurt it, but it was still that much ahead. Guildmaster was our number one game of this
And it's
year.
because I didn't rank Gaia Project.
Wow.
Even
because
if you had ranked Gaia Project a little bit higher, Guildmaster was,
Guild-
5 points ahead on average.
Guildmaster not getting played by everyone saved it because nobody rated it lowly.
Here's the thing, though. I reckon if we all played Guildmaster, it would still be number one.
That good.
I think it is right up your alley with how complicated it is and the theme. I think it's right up your alley because you like games where you have to think. I think Bree would even enjoy it. Where the rest of Bree's number one games were like super casual games. It is the perfect mix of super in-depth, super casual. You're always thinking, you're always on edge because you don't know what's going to happen. They have done absolute masterwork with it. So many people have put this in their top 10 list, so I am so happy that for us, it gets number one.
Go to the bathroom.
Sure. Even losing in Guildmaster, because I've played about 3 or 4 games of Guildmaster, and I think I've only done really well in one of them. I had fun.
Yeah.
I had fun losing. You know, and I think that really speaks to a game where you can still keep doing things, and because you still have that sense of interaction with everyone, your choices still matter regardless of where you are ranking in who's winning and who's losing.
Yeah.
And then the game that we played on stream, right, where I was losing for about half the game, and then suddenly I'm second.
Yeah.
And I was losing by a lot. I was really far behind, and then I ended up losing the whole thing. But I cannot say enough good things about Guildmaster.
It's a testament to a game's design if you can have fun while losing that game.
100%.
Yeah, I think that's really a decisive thing in
Have we sold it to you enough? Are you going to come play with us at some point?
Maybe. We'll decide to play games when I'm free, which never
As
happens.
if that's ever going to happen.
Yeah, I know, right?
Quick question, where did Reese's wrist go? Secondly, how is his hand still floating and moving?
You can't see it, guys. This is magic.
That's incredible.
Yeah. So the end of 2029, can we also get a re-ranking everything from the decade? Dear God, you crazy person.
You assume we're going to be here by 2029.
That would be like a 30-hour stream.
If we keep getting the support that we got today for the rest of our lives, then yeah, we probably still will be. We want to keep doing this. We've got some big things coming next year, some smaller things, smaller little content in the works.
Alright, I'm buying Guildmaster. Do it, man!
Do it.
Buy Guildmaster!
If you're in Australia, why haven't we grabbed it out?
Yeah.
$70 Australian. This game is absolutely insane for the value you get. Look how big this box is.
Yeah.
Look how beautiful this box is.
Big box.
Absolutely insane value for money.
Get off my back, Dad.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, son.
So,
Right, have we explained how Billy cheated in Gaia Project yet? Because I'll happily do it.
oh yeah, let's
Oh,
talk
yeah.
about
Do that.
We've spoken so much about Guildmaster. Gaia Project got second. Gaia Project's an incredible game.
I love
Will
Gaia
I enjoy
Project.
it? Yes, Stephen.
I think so.
You know what? I'm going to take a stab in the dark. Yes.
How did Billy cheat in...
So, Billy has one race that he will always play because he's learned how to play them. However, the last time we played, I think we did play on stream,
Played
or at
on
least for a
stream,
video. It wasn't until, and I remember partway through that video, I actually stopped and I was like, this seems, because Billy was basically just running away with it. It's
Billy,
while everyone was in, the Bronze Age, he was sitting up here in the Industrial Revolution.
Yeah.
And I was basically like, this just doesn't feel right. Something seems off. It's is Billy doing this correctly? As it turns out, Billy hadn't. Billy had been doing something so incorrectly, it allowed him to just...
He was supposed to use the super special currency, the super rare currency in Gaia Project. to do one of his main actions, and he was just doing it like everyone else was.
Yeah.
Which meant he could then not only get that other stuff easily, he could then spend it on other things as well, which meant by like round 3, Billy was taking so many extra turns on top of all of us that it was just shooting him into the lead.
Oh,
And
God.
when I questioned it, he flat out said, no, this is how it's supposed to be done. He had played the game at least 3 times before with that race before, and
We
he was
love
like,
you,
no,
Billy,
this
but
is fine.
Damn, dude, that was bad.
Billy, you
As
fucked up.
such, it means when I play Gaia Project with him again, he's either 1, not allowed to play, or 2, not allowed to play that race.
Yeah.
Wow. So, like, Tom is known to be, like, a little bit of a
I'm
sneak-
not. You
little
just
bit of a
joke
cheeky
about
cheater.
it.
Yeah,
It's
it's like
a bit of a
cheat, leave me
joke.
alone.
But that sounds like the most demonstrable.
It was
I
bad,
don't.
man. It
I
was-
don't think he intended to cheat. I think he
No,
genuinely
well,
forgot
No, I
about
don't
the
think
rule.
any of us really plan on cheating, but that sounds like pretty
Unless
game
you're Tom and
breaking.
Exploding Kittens.
Yeah.
That's true.
I've never cheated in Exploding
You
Kittens.
yeah.
tried and
Okay.
Pay to
failed.
win is
Yeah.
not cheating.
Yeah, and
Hitboxes
you
are
died
part of the game,
first
dude.
every time.
Don't hate the player, hate the game.
But yeah, that's our list.
This is how it is. Thoughts on the list, folks?
I'm happy
I think
with
it seems
everything.
fair.
Yeah.
We need a bigger whiteboard, or we need to play less games.
Yeah.
Play
Bigger
less
whiteboard.
games.
Bigger whiteboard for next year.
Play more games.
Or for next year, we find a way to like accurately divide it in half.
Oh, I think you just
Yeah.
go up on one side and then go up on the
Anything that you can currently see on screen.
other. Or we just throw
is-
it on the board and then sort it out at the end of the year.
Yeah.
Anything you can currently see on screen is games that we would recommend playing.
Yeah, absolutely. So where's the bottom of that list?
Basically, Nova Luna upwards.
We need to move it a little bit so that atmosphere is on there.
I'll just move atmosphere.
Ow!
I'll just move
get
atmosphere
destroyed,
where it should be. I'll move WWE.
Oh, and WWE Wrestling. Yep. Let's do
Superstar
it.
Showdown. Yeah.
What a game.
Okay, I'm gonna. Oh no, I should stay here.
So,
This is
yeah.
the number 1 game.
And
No, it's
that,
fine. You don't need to see me.
Tom even cheats at cheating. Yeah.
Well done, guys. I'm
What
proud
a-
of you all.
What
a
a
good
year.
year.
We've been through a lot this year. Like we
Fuck,
started
man.
this.
Can you
year.
imagine how much bigger this would be if we didn't have to take like 2 months off?
Oh, yeah.
This is
Oh,
both-
boy.
This is simultaneously the longest year and the shortest year ever.
Yeah.
But honestly, it's been really, like obviously, in light of everything, it's been really good for us.
Yeah.
We've had such a good time. We hope you've had such a good time.
Obviously, though, taco cat goat cheese pizza first. Yeah, 100%. Look, I think in terms of not just streaming from here, but like streaming in general, like I always wanted to do full-time streaming with nerds, but like we never anticipated doing it. Like at the
We kept talking about it.
yeah, we're like we'll do it, but like we've got to be in the studio like 3 times a week. We've got to do this, that, and the other thing, and then like COVID hit, and we were like, well, we can't get into studio to film stuff. Let's start streaming more. You know, like we were streaming once a week before that, but like yeah, and then everything blew up from then. And like YouTube's doing super well, and I don't want to make it like oh we're doing so good, blah, blah, blah. But like
Considering
It
we've
just-
been doing this for 3 years, this
Yeah.
last year we've seen the most amount of growth.
yeah, and it really does give us hope that we can. Well, I can't speak for everyone, but like I would like to make this a more permanent thing in my life.
Absolutely.
I have
Agree.
said that the only time I will think about quitting my job from here on out is if I'm going to do this full time.
Yeah. And I know you and me have had the
We just
conversation.
wanted we love doing this. We love hanging out with you guys.
Yeah.
Speaking of, come hang out in Discord. We're trying to organize more tabletop games, tabletop sim, basically anything and everything we can. Get
Fuck,
going.
we'll even open up the Minecraft server and play Ozzel with everyone.
Yeah.
Yes.
Also, fucking play Fall Guys with Moron.
Let's play more Fall Guys. Play more games.
But yeah, thank you everyone. It's been so endearing. Just this stream and every stream.
You are
far,
truly
2020.
the nerds of the best.
Ah, there it
Simply
is.
the best.
I don't know if we'll have any streams over the next week, just because it's the run up to Christmas. People are super
I'll
busy.
be there on
thinking
Tuesday.
that.
You'll be there on
You're
Tuesday?
there on Tuesday. Tom's.
We're in the
You're
process of getting
still
our internet
fixing-
sorted, but we
yeah.
may not see any progress until after Christmas.
Yeah.
And
Damn.
like Thursday and Friday are probably out of the question because Christmas Eve and
and
Christmas
Christmas
Day.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, depending on what's happening on Boxing Day, I'm probably just gonna be sitting at home cleaning things up. So I'm keen to play some games on Tabletop Sim if people are also sitting at home resting off after Christmas Day. So
I'm going to be working.
yeah, some people get
Which
stuck with that.
won't mean much to our American brethren, but Boxing Day is Australia's Black Friday. So,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
and I work retail, so I'm gonna die.
You work electronics in retail, so
I'm
you're
gonna die.
really gonna die.
I work in a bottle shop / liquor store. I've drawn the short straw. I have to close up the shop on Christmas Eve and then open up the shop on Boxing Day.
You're gonna get slammed.
People are gonna stab
F's in
you.
chat for Reese.
Yeah.
So don't talk to me over the Christmas period. That's,
I feel
poor
like
man.
you shouldn't have to do both. How did you end up with both?
it's how
welcome
the
to Reese's
roster.
work life.
Yeah, it's how the roster worked out. Though I am working the public holidays. Oh no, I'm working.
What are
on
people
public
doing
holidays.
New Year's Day and the Saturday day after? We're still figuring that out. There may be a Magic the Gathering stream on the Saturday.
The Saturday, the first Saturday of the new year, will be a very special episode of Back of the Binder. And
Yes.
just a heads up for anyone who is interested in the Magic the Gathering content. There will not be an episode on the YouTubes this week because we are doing a very special episode instead. We'll have, we want to keep things a bit of a secret, but it's going to be a lot of fun. And if you're interested in the game, or even just interested in hanging out with Reese and I and perhaps a few guests, definitely head on over on the first Saturday in January and check it out.
Yeah.
But also there'll be a couple other, hopefully, fingers crossed, we're going to get a whole bunch of people in here to play Bottom of the Clock Tower. I don't know how we're going to fit at least 9 people in this room, but we'll give it a shot.
Yep.
Smaller table.
Yeah,
We'll just move the table out.
we may need to move some of the gear and
Yeah.
stuff out.
But we'll make that work. Blood on the Clock Tower is going to be super cool. And then we're just going to start ramping up. There are a couple of days we're going to have off in January, just because that's when people are taking holidays. But
It's the end of January, I believe.
January. But yeah, we'll keep you all updated.
Reese, what game are you playing on Tuesday? I'm finishing off Cthulhu Saves Christmas. I love that game ridiculously. I didn't know a thing about it until I played it, and then I started playing it and could not stop laughing. It
Reese.
is so good.
What's Crystal's voice sound like?
My name's Crystal, and I'm the granddaughter of Santa Claus. There we
So
go.
Tom's sheriff of Nottingham.
Yeah.
I was about to say, how come he can do the voice and I can't?
Because you try and be Mickey, he's just super
Yeah,
high
yours
pitched.
goes full Disney mode.
Reese, I need supplies. Where am I going? Not my work. Please don't come to my work. Luck of the draw, 100%. Proud of you lot. Well done. Thank you, Emperor Palpa Shane.
Thank you so much,
Thank
Emperor.
you.
You guys are the best.
I would hang out with Reese and Chris and a few guests. Yeah, you would.
Yeah, you would.
Yeah. Back of the binder, no table.
No table!
No blood on the clock tower, no table. You added in
sorry.
letters that weren't there.
Sorry.
Like, how are we going to do that? Dual discs? Again, without the old
Taco
video.
Cat, goat cheese pizza.
Are we going to play?
Yeah, let's play.
Yeah, might as well.
Let's play
again,
our
quick round,
fourth
quick.
rated game of the year.
Did you know that Cthulhu Saves Christmas is a sequel? Yes.
Is it a sequel to that fairy game?
No, it's a sequel to Cthulhu Saves the
Fairy
World.
game?
Ah.
Yeah, no, there's a similar. I haven't seen you play, but when I saw the
It's really bad
graphics,
boy.
it reminded me of a game
Get rid of
where
this thing, we don't need
the
it
fairies have to like save,
Do it.
like the winter fairy goes crazy or something.
Freaking, I
But they do
can't
the
pick
same
this
little
shit up
pop
with
up
my
in the
sweaty
bottom
hand.
with the same graphics.
No, I haven't heard of that. I got it.
Alright, okay.
I'm
Smash,
removing
bang! Oh,
the
fuck.
rings.
Thank you.
So
Oh,
just divide
dude.
this by 5?
Yep.
You
Deal
mean
out 5
your
piles.
bludgeoning
Doesn't even have to be
instrument?
exact. So this is the 4th best game that we've played this year.
You may want to move the cookies.
Yeah.
Take them off the table. Take the
Yeah.
Coke off the table too.
Alright, to save everyone the embarrassment of
shut
them going everywhere, I guess I'll eat them. That's right.
This is Taco Cat Goat Cheese Pizza. It is snap, except you say words, and then snap if the word matches the card that comes out. Last person to snap gets all the cards. They're special cards. You'll probably just see us cry
Are
a
you
lot.
ready?
Reese is getting into it.
Are you ready?
No, I'm not ready. Don't worry about
No
it.
race here.
Darius Darius Carlan music. What's the current top list? Would you like to go through top 5?
What?
Alright.
Oh, the current top list of our games?
Yes.
Alright, so because we've just wrapped it all up, this is number 4. 5th, just ahead of this, Clask. Absolutely amazing dexterity game. It's
Just
basically
below
air
this?
hockey without the air. Just below this, yep.
Yeah.
Then Horrified, absolutely fantastic, easy to pick up co-op game. Really simplified version of you walking around the map, killing a thing along the way. Then Gaia Project, really heavy game, probably the heaviest game on the list.
I want to play it again though.
Yep. Followed up by Guildmaster, the #1 game that we played this year, made in Australia. We talk about this game so much. It matches and mixes so many different mechanics together without feeling complicated. It's a game that'll make board gamers think in-depthly while still having a little bit of social element because you got to plan out what you're doing against what everyone else is doing. Just cannot recommend it enough. But Taco, Cat, Goat Cheese Pizza. Let me just move
just to cut you off, Tom.
No,
I just do want to say it's very interesting how different the top 5 games are.
Yeah, there's a big variety of games there.
You know,
Well, because you've got Taco Cat and Clask, which are, fairly similar in sort of what they are. What?
do you know who this person is?
Well, I do now.
I'm
What?
one of the Guildmaster devs.
Yo!
You're welcome.
Welcome.
Your game's at the top.
We ranked everything by points and then averaged the points and gave some bonus points. Guildmaster was in the lead by 5 points after all of that.
Which is overwhelming.
Overwhelmingly our favorite game.
Guildmaster was in the lead after all of that, and a significant portion of people hadn't played it yet.
Yeah, so anything where people hadn't played it, it was averaged and given a penalty because people hadn't played it. Obviously, it wasn't good enough. I messed with those numbers. even with messing with those numbers more,
Now I'm actually gonna cry. That's so nice.
when I was like, I'm one of the devs, my face just went
red.
Well, I was wondering who they were because they have a big purple tick next to their name, and I don't know what that means, but I know it's important.
It's just a Twitch thing.
Yeah,
I think.
I think that might be partner.
Maybe.
Yeah, that feels important to me.
Anyway,
Twitch literate.
I'm honored, guys. Thank you so much.
We love Guildmaster. We streamed it, 2 weeks ago now?
Yeah.
I would like to play it, but we never have time.
We'll take it with
Hey,
us.
you know what? We're gonna play it next year because we need to see. That was our #1 game, so we need to see how that ranks
Against
all the games.
Yeah,
we
the
play
new
next year.
contenders.
It should be the first game we stream next year.
Yep.
Okay.
Anyway.
It means I'm a Twitch partner, but it's not related to Guildmaster.
Yeah, fair.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I
thanks
suspect
for-
it has something to do with his music.
Yeah, but get ready, Darius, because that's going to be the ranking, the cornerstone of all the games we play.
Set the bar very, very
Can everyone
high.
reach?
Yep, this is where we're playing into. We got a card hand and our slap in hand.
We need to play.
Yep.
We need a bit of space.
Taco.
What?
Sorry.
Yeah.
Taco.
Hand's bag, isn't it?
Cat.
Alright, let's move
I
a bit
feel like
closer.
we
to
know
that.
So the
fucked
hands
up.
aren't
I
supposed
fucked
to be in the middle.
No, they stay here.
Taco.
Cat.
Goat.
Cheese.
Pizza.
Taco.
Cat.
Goat.
Cheese.
Fuck. All right, yeah.
So that was a narwhal card. You slap above and then slam your hand down.
Ow. I'm ramming my ribs on the table.
Yikes.
Well,
I feel like the person who loses should be the first one to play.
Yeah, because
by
I
the
let's
way.
go
can't
with
remember
that.
who was the last.
Wait, now Reese's forehead had disappeared and his wrist is back. What is this?
Oh my god!
Oh, I get it because it's camouflaged.
Yes. Well. Alright.
Let's go.
Took me a while, but I got there. I thought it had something to do with
Yeah.
big head.
Oh, I'm up? Okay.
Yeah.
Taco.
Cat.
Goat.
Cheese.
Pizza.
Taco.
Oh my god! My fingers got. I put a card in.
No, I hit with the wrong hand.
No,
That's not a problem.
That's not an
That's fine.
issue.
Doesn't matter. I put a card in and promptly.
That's also not a problem because you still got in. But did you not slap? You just
No,
had your hand down.
I didn't
He
Okay.
had
slap.
his hand to
I
put it
went to put
down,
it
and
up.
then it
That
was squished.
Yeah,
Poor buddy.
I got a physical repercussion because of that.
Alright, you're up, Chris.
Taco. Oh, let's go. Sorry, Reese. Bad luck you did.
I'll take the L on that one.
Yeah.
Because I was like,
I've done that a few times before as well. That you just
You're
ditch
up,
the card and put your hand down. All right.
Taco.
Cat.
Fuck!
Again.
My brain's not working!
it's very well
Yeah, it's
in
because
here.
it's disappeared. Your brain is gone.
Alright, Taco.
Cat.
Goat.
Oh, I just punched
No.
them across the room.
I beat the microphone.
Don't
Oh,
worry,
yeah,
I
everyone.
I didn't hit that at all. So that's...
Sorry.
It's fine. There's limiters. You're good.
Are you right there, man?
I slapped the vampire clip.
Oh no!
See, this is why our vampire clips are all broken.
The bandana is too tight.
They don't make
Anybody?
them anymore. They're
Is she
discontinued.
gonna move it? Yeah. Yeah, my thing's on the outside now.
This looks like chaotic fun. This is our...
It's so good.
Steven, you better be here
if-
for this.
Force from the top.
if, like your brother, you are in Australia, you can pick this game up anywhere. They sell
JB
this at JB
Hi-Fi is selling it now.
Okay, it
Kinda
goes there now.
recommend it.
That
Yeah.
sound great,
Stabby
actually.
things
Awesome
away.
production value.
Hey, if you're new here, exclamation your favorite color
Didn't
in
lose
chat.
though.
That's the rule. You show up as pink in Twitch, so you can do exclamation pink if you want, or anything else.
Oh my god, Bree's
Wow.
bleeding.
So that's two of us who are bleeding now.
Why didn't we set
Why?
up Christmas noises?
Yeah.
It's too
What's
late
a
now.
Christmas noise? Jingle,
Jingle
bells
bells.
done.
Ring,
No,
ding, ding,
that
ding,
was
ding.
what was the sound of axe coming through the door or something? Or
Oh, that was like a
gunshot.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Gunshot. Okay, gunshot. There are
As long as
gunshots
Bree's
in
ready.
Die Hard, and Die
Yeah,
Hard
that's
is a
why I'm
Christmas movie,
waiting.
so there you go.
I'm impressed with myself.
Basically, it's
Okay.
a cheap game. If we bleed
Okay.
on it, it's fine. Taco.
Cat.
Go.
Cheese.
Pizza.
No.
Everyone, Gorilla first, and then
Yeah, we all went.
I gorillaed. I didn't hit the table.
I did. I was like, "Bah, bah, bah,
Yeah,
bah, bah."
we both do that. We're like, wait,
Frickin-
run, and then you slam it.
But it
Alright.
counts.
Yep.
Taco.
That's me. I threw a cheese in the freaking thing.
I'm pretty sure I was at
My
the
No,
sweaty
if you
hands.
throw the cheese and then still put your hand
But he
down,
didn't
that's
do the
not
thing
count.
first. He was just
yeah.
there.
I just
He
threw
keeps
the
getting
cheese
caught
in.
out.
Yeah.
Right,
Taco.
cat.
goat.
Tom flinched.
I flinched. I saw the white cat. Taco.
Yeah, myself.
Can
we
we
put it
please
here?
try and put it here? Because I'm literally throwing my
Sounds
ribs against
broke.
the
Alright,
table.
here, guys. Here.
Let's put it like
No, here.
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
Alright. Taco.
Cat.
Goat.
Cheese.
Pizza.
Taco.
Cat.
Goat.
Cheese.
Oh no!
Take it, boy.
I get one of those cards because I put it down.
Fucking poor Reese.
I know how to play this game.
Sure.
I need a
How
shuffle.
many of these
Just give me
games have
one
you broken?
second.
3.
'cause I need. I
I
don't
bought
like
3
cheating,
two.
and if I know what the
Broken
bottom
2,
card is, I
bought
feel like
3.
I'm cheating. If that makes sense.
Fair enough.
Alright. Taco.
Cat.
Goat.
Cheese.
Pizza.
Ow!
Gorilla, not werewolf.
Yeah, I figured that one out.
You good, Beck?
Yeah, my microphone fell off.
Goofy
okay.
sound
Give
effect.
me that.
Soldier boy.
God, oh god, you Soldier Boy. That's the song that you would Bluetooth to your friends on the
Taco.
bus.
Cat.
Go.
Cheese.
Oh god, that was me again.
Ow!
I cheesed it.
Ow!
I saw that happen in real time as well.
Someone
My-
did
my-
say we need an instant replay function on Twitch.
My
but
girlfriend is not allowed to play this game because she actually jarred her fingers so bad she couldn't move her
What,
hand
to herself
for like
or
a
from
week.
someone else's?
That's a
punch?
broken finger.
Was it your ring?
No.
Oh my lord.
Her and my housemate Julia play Snap like that, and so they both went,
Yeah,
and it was a bad
Hadouken.
time.
No, you gotta go up and down.
Yes.
Just crush
Taco.
hands. Cat.
Goat.
Oh, Chris!
Sorry, I panicked.
So what Chris just did was he just went,
I mean,
Giga Slam!
just kick a slam.
Fatality!
I heard the
I'm
noise and
sorry.
then I saw your face.
I will say, I might be losing, but in actual fact, I'm winning because I still
Yeah,
have all my
you just don't want to go anywhere near
the
it.
only one who's
I'm
come
sorry,
away
mate.
not injured. Still highly recommend this game.
Alright. Taco.
Cat.
Goat.
Cheese.
Oh, you
I
flinched!
used the wrong hand. That's all I did. I wasn't even trying to snap.
What a dingo.
Taco.
Cat.
Goat.
Cheese.
Pizza.
That's me. That's me.
I mean, does
Yeah.
it really matter?
No, you've got 2 cards, Bree. Come on.
All right,
Bree,
let's
you've
make
consistently
Bree lose.
won this
Bree
game.
still has to not lose, is how we play it. You are supposed to win.
Alright.
Fuck that.
Taco.
Cat.
Goat.
Cheese.
Pizza.
Damn it!
Everyone was on it that time, but Gorilla's the easy one.
Alright, guys, we need to get in fast with this
My
one.
problem is when people do gorilla like this and then don't unclench their fists, which has
Oh,
happened
that's
to me.
just mean.
No, it's happened to me, and I'm like, all
That's mean.
right.
Taco.
Cat.
Goat.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so no one saw that there, but I saw goat. I went like that, and then everybody else just took a second.
Because we were all watching Briggs and you was her last card.
And then she folded it on the way down. She was like, eh.
What a game.
The game where jewelry
This is
bad.
why it's ranked number
That's
4
why I
on the
have no
list.
rings on right now.
Taco.
Cat.
Goat.
Cheese.
Pizza.
All right, Bree won.
Bree wins. For what it's worth, I did do the maths, and even if Billy hadn't rated it in the lowest, this still wouldn't have been number one. But still,
Good thing Reese is pretty.
All right, let's play another round.
Yeah.
One more round.
Why are you
One more
so good at this game?
I
dude?
don't know.
Let's give Reese a fighting
it's
chance.
because she always ends up on the opposite side of the table with all the bad people,
Oh yeah.
that's
No,
me.
because I've played it with other people as well, and I still
and
win.
they still won't let you play.
Alright.
It's because you're a
Game
goddamn
over.
lightning bolt. Just no one
My,
has a chance.
my visual recognition is fast enough that I'm like...
What?
It's
The
also...
graphic designer / PR person has good
Are you that fast on
words?
PR? Someone like sends your company a message and you're like,
No, this is
Hey,
why
Tom,
me and
you
Tom
look
have
like you're having a
conversations, because he'll send me a file and I'm like, what about that? And he's like, what?
Turns out they
yeah.
have conversations because of this exact moment.
yeah.
They wouldn't talk otherwise.
Yeah.
No, we're not friends.
No.
I didn't pull Brie into Nerds the West because I thought she was great.
I love you, nerds.
Gave
We need
me
more
work.
crossover for 2021.
Absolutely.
I am doing my best to get a podcast off the ground where I get people such as yourself from other media outlets
I'm
in
impressed with myself, please.
to talk about things related to board games.
Yeah.
So that we can get lots of different opinions because I feel like that's better than just us doing a podcast.
And
also easier.
I also I want to do
Touch your
more
hand.
with Board Game House.
That's
I want to take Silver Medal Tavern up on his offer to play Ghost
Ghost
Stories,
Stories, yeah.
even though one of us will be up very late.
Look,
But-
if we want to lock in either once a week or once a month to play games between... What did you break?
She didn't
That's
break
my
anything. That
rings.
was all
Oh.
of the jewelry.
I'm just checking because I have to leave soon. So one more game and
One
then
more
I'm
One
gonna
more
go.
game. Reese just gonna smoke us one more time and then.
No,
that's
I've
it.
like popped something.
Oh boy.
like a
Yeah,
vein.
it's called
It's
your
hurting.
skin.
It's hurting.
Yeah, we're all
you
just
just
one big.
Or you want to play
Humans
one
are
more
just
game?
one big meat balloon. Everyone knows that.
Yeah, that's true.
Meet Balloon?
Look, it's fine. It's really hot in here, and I like haven't fainted yet. So
'cause I'm
we're
good.
playing.
I'm surprised you didn't bring water with you.
It's
I
getting hot
forgot.
in here.
I was like, gotta remember Christmas
So
present.
taco,
Gotta remember
cat,
Christmas
go
piece of
cheese
paper, and then I got in the
pizza.
car and got
I
halfway through and
am
was like,
getting so hot.
Taco, cat, go, cheese, pizza.
Why are we like this?
I don't know. Maybe this is just my favorite game because I win it all the time.
So what's up
that's
with the list of
exactly it.
people on the stream? That's
Ah,
hilarious.
okay.
Accurate.
Yeah, I just didn't bother changing that because there was no reason to.
You could have just taken it off.
No, I couldn't have.
Nah.
It doesn't quite turn off properly in the yeah. It's fine, you can just see that Kai's here sometimes.
Yeah.
Alright, Bree, you want
Well, I will say that's one thing. We'll
Everyone
probably
ready?
have a lot more people on stream next year.
Ready?
Yep.
Yeah.
Taco.
Cat.
Go.
Cheese.
Pizza. Got it.
How many pizzas are in this one thing? There's
Enough.
4.
Move on, sir.
Oh,
I wasn't last.
That's my daily
Yeah.
regimen.
Taco.
Cat.
Goat.
Cheese.
Pizza.
Taco.
Cat.
Goat.
Cheese. You flinched. Soldier boy.
I love that fucking vine where it's Goofy in the Kingdom Hearts game. And he's like, they're in a windy, snowy fucking tundra, and he's like, "We should be safe here." Yeah, he gets fucking blown away.
Sure, man. Yeah, I believe you. That's the thing.
Oh, good.
I love how
So
that's
funny.
a vine and not from
Alright.
Kingdom Hearts, but
Yeah.
whatever.
It has to be.
Taco.
Yeah. Cat.
Go. Oh.
Got him.
Yeah.
I am certain that's now stuck to my head.
I love how his cat.
Oh shit!
Aye.
Christmas biddies. Hey, Tish. How you doing?
Tish, how you doing?
That scared me, and I'm not even sitting there.
Thanks for dropping in. Alright.
Tensions are high.
Beck.
Taco.
Cat.
Go.
I did.
No, I didn't do it.
complete
I-
wrong thing.
I managed to stop
Please.
myself from hitting
And I
that.
I was like, it's a gorilla.
Basically, if my brain doesn't turn on, I don't attempt to catch up because I'm just like, the moment's gone.
Yeah. Taco.
Cat.
Goat.
Cheese. So I got a slapping hand and a card hand, Reese.
I'll take that one.
I'm 100%
Oh.
buying this for presents.
Nope, I didn't hear that one.
I've turned that one up as much as I can. Let's
Which
fucking
one is
get
it?
rid of
The
Reese.
Reese. She used it to freak me out last night multiple times.
It's funny.
Taco.
No, that was me. I missed it. Thanks, sir.
Peel it off my.
I'm late, but I made it. Well,
Welcome in. You
made
missed
it
all
to
the
the
fun.
very end.
This game came fourth.
We will release a nicer list that is not the whiteboard where all
Yes.
the bottom games have been bunched together.
We'll do that.
Alright.
Taco.
Cat.
Go.
Cheese.
Pizza.
Taco.
Cat.
Ow.
I'm on Tom's thumb.
Yeah, you count.
Top thumb.
It's like everyone just like carefully
hey,
extricate
hey,
themselves.
I'm giving up on talking. Hello, my name's Tom. Welcome to the West. Do the colours.
My hand was stuck, but I still managed to
Impervious.
slap with my elbow. I
Impervious!
was like,
Exclamation your favourite colour in
it's a
chat
brie
if you come here
sandwich.
because of the Stardew giveaway. Also, there's a Stardew giveaway. Hey, everyone who's watching,
hi.
if you want to
Yeah.
win a copy of Stardew, check the socials because it's all there.
It's definitely on Instagram.
Alright, here
Hey,
we go.
Beck, good
Taco.
thing.
Cat.
Sorry,
Hey,
I did
Reese,
that
do the
again.
thing.
Not quite as hard this time. It's slow, mate.
So the problem here is Reese keeps losing, so I never get to play my card.
I'm not slow.
That's true.
That's impossible.
Unpassed.
Taco.
Cat.
Quick, one of you fucking
One of you.
wrap your knuckles down.
Straight up, like,
There you go.
yikers.
I didn't lose that.
Ow. Taco.
Cat.
Goat.
Yep.
I just look the card in my hand. It's like, meh.
Taco. That was the first one on that. Shit. Get him out of here.
Okay, hang on.
We gotta get away from this side of the table.
Whoop. Taco.
Cat.
Goat,
Cheese.
Pizza.
Taco.
Cat.
goat,
Cheese.
Pizza.
Taco.
Cat.
goat.
Fuck.
Yes!
No, Reese.
Fucking nerd!
Such a massive pile.
Also, you know you technically take the cards if you break the rhythm.
Yeah, I
So
know.
you gotta
Yeah.
get on it, buddy.
Wedding
Sucker.
rings off. Trust me. Felix was there when we destroyed one of the copies of
I'm guessing
Who
like
was
a
wearing a
ring
wedding
just.
ring?
Jared Slade.
Dear God.
Yeah.
I'm guessing someone just ripped through a card.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
I
no,
should
no.
say.
He just left imprints on the cards, so the cards are like
Oh no.
got big dents in them.
That sucks.
But yeah.
Yeah, no one loves their wife that much to destroy a game like this.
And because Slade's a wrestler, everyone was chopping, right?
Oh, right.
You weren't just going, oh yeah. It was.
Fucking table snaps in half. Fuck off.
Yeah, Reese.
All right. Taco.
Cat.
Goat.
Cheese.
Pizza.
Taco. And the cards and my hand. Yeah. Oh, Felix almost got a broken hand as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you deserve it. Felix.
Because you don't wear
I'm just-
rings
I'm
when
just
you play
kidding, I love
this
you.
game.
No, ring's gone.
Taco.
Cat. Let's go.
Suck it, Reese! Suck it!
Oh, there's another cat.
My hand got trapped putting a card in. I lost.
That's why you have a slapping hand and a card hand.
No, but she was putting
Because
the card
I
down.
was keeping rhythm.
No, yeah, no.
I was just so excited
I was
for Bree
doing
to
the right
lose.
thing and I was keeping the rhythm.
so excited for Bree to lose.
Taco.
Or I did the
Let's
wrong one
fucking
anyway.
go, boys.
I've lost the draw before in previous games.
Taco.
Hey, you got to play a
Cat.
card.
Fuck.
Oh, you were close.
At least it's just the fucking two. You're fucking
Shut up.
playing.
Taco.
Fuck me. No, it was me.
You
I
didn't say it.
I didn't say
I'll take that back.
I was going to make a joke
Unbend
about how
that
you're
card.
playing Battle of Wits over there, but no one would get it. Taco. I did the wrong thing. I did a fucking gorilla thing.
I didn't do anything, so it's still mine anyway.
Nah,
Let's-
nah. In turn order.
Go.
Taco.
Cat.
Ah, damn it.
I
Nah,
groundhogged.
that's mine.
put a card
I
in.
groundhogged as well.
I was gonna take it anyway. Shove him in there. Taco.
Cat.
Go. Dear God, you were quick at that.
I want to get a
I've actually
replay on
slapped
this.
myself in the face before.
Yeah, but you also
too.
only got it there and all the way up, like half of us
Hey,
do.
I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm certainly not doing that.
We don't go.
Yeah, I do.
I don't have the room to.
As long as you've got your
I
hand
got
covered.
What? We weren't got
him!
it, you piece of shit.
Take it. Take it.
up.
Hey, any chance for Bree not to play cards? Taco.
Cat.
Goat.
Cheese.
Pizza.
Taco.
Cat.
Goat. No, Bree!
Damn
She's so
fast!
All right.
Are you an alien?
I'm out. I'm done. Let's play a quick 10-minute game of Terra Mystica.
Yeah, alright.
That is us
of
three.
three.
Yeah, thank you so much. As you heard, we'll be back January 2nd with a special Magic the Gathering stream. We're going to figure out all the tech that we need to do that. Otherwise, we're just going to do dumb shit. You'll probably see some extra streams because some of us have time off. And we're trying to get a game of Blood on the Clock Tower in. So if you are friends of ours that are in Perth, expect a message soon because we want you here to play. I'm going to find someone to raid. Any last thoughts from you, chumps? Shut up, you're a jerk and I hate you.
I'm really happy with the way that the list turned out today, and thank you everyone for your.
I'm really
Secret
happy
Santa
with
presents.
today's stream this year. The fact that we've managed to connect with so many different people, all the people we've picked up along the way. You're all
Speaking
really,
of,
all really great. Who's streaming, Tom?
we're in Pav.
Odds are that he's finishing up his stream now.
Oh, he's playing Warframe. He's probably playing all night long.
Maybe.
Everyone send your love to Pav.
Send your love, send your
Go
guns.
finger bang, Pav.
Go finger bang him.
Alright, I gotta bounce.
But yeah,
Toodaloo.
guys, thank you so much for spending time with us. Whether it's 10 minutes, 10 hours, or bloody
Whether
10
you
months.
just check out our stuff on socials or
On
whatever.
stream, on YouTube, anywhere. Come and hang out in Discord, play Fall Guys, play tabletop games.
Every little bit
Get out
helps, and we're thank you for everything. You guys don't have to watch us at all, and yet you choose to watch us.
Not only you throw so much money, which supports us to help do this more often.
Yeah.
It's just been such a
Humbling.
such
Yeah,
an
it's
incredible
really
year, such a
endearing,
humbling year.
And if it wasn't for you guys, like, we wouldn't even be able to consider the fact that this might be something bigger down the road.
Yeah.
You know?
We've had such an incredibly lucky year. We know not everyone has. So thank you, all of you. Tom forces you to watch. You weren't supposed to tell anyone. Half the money Nerds makes goes to Beef, just so he'll watch.
Yeah.
Oh, I've got Curve's family in my basement. That's why he watches every stream.
Thank you everyone, sincerely from the bottom of our hearts.
How can I get points? That's all Moran's here for. He just wants to earn made-up internet points.
We hope you
yeah.
have a
Thank you
happy
very much.
holiday.
Goodbye.
See ya.